But I'm willing to accept that Bo needs to make those throws. No doubt about it, Zach. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you all day.
Thank you.
You know,
Phil's the last person in the market that says, yeah, this is a little bit on Bo.
I'm like Coach Prime. Not everything's going to make sense now. You know, I'm not trying to be a follower. I'm trying to
How
make this
about
make
obeying your
sense.
eyes? I'm so confused what's going on right now.
Look, I am going to obey my eyes to Bo, and he needs to pick it up. And we're going to talk about it today. But also, there's a lot more to it than just Bo Nix making some of those mistakes. That's all I was trying to get at with Sean opening his mouth, but also with the receivers making sure that they get open on their routes too.
I think, I've said it before, Cecil and I have been like the Bo guys. We've spent the last 3 days kind of tearing him apart. He's just not been good.
He's been one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, I don't know what we're talking about. He's been one of the worst in the league. And regardless if he's someone's boo or not, like, we got to keep it real.
Okay, keep it real.
But Bo has not been good.
But the people around him haven't either. Could we keep that real?
Phil, you have wide receivers. I can't believe we're having this conversation again. You have wide receivers as open as you're ever going to find in the NFL.
Yeah, but also there's context to that too. Like, is it the first read? Is it the second read? Is it the third read? Because somebody was wide open. Like, you go back and watch all 22. There was a play where R.J. Harvey was wide open at the corner of the end zone on the other side of the field.
Okay.
You're not going to he's wide open.
Yeah.
But that's not the read. So, like, if he's not the read and he comes wide open, it's going to be hard to get you the ball if that's not the read.
What about when Bo's throwing him the ball and they're wide open?
Yeah, no, I can't give you any pushback with that, man. Like,
okay.
If he's wide open, you got it.
you got to hit wide open receivers. Like, we're making football too hard. Football's not that hard. I mean, it's got nuance. Like any other sport, it's got nuance and context. But if you see someone like in the open court in a basketball game, like miss a layup, like that's not hard to break down. Like you missed a layup.
It's just like when Russ missed that layup.
Correct.
And you came in and you were upset.
It's not that hard to break down, right? It's like,
yeah, for sure.
Make the layup. Like if you're an NFL quarterback, you're one of the 32 best in the world at throwing a football. You can't miss those throws. I mean, it's pretty. I said earlier in the week, it's like saying your ABCs for a quarterback. You just can't miss 3 of them. So, like, do I think Bo will improve? I do. I mean, there's really, in a lot of categories, there's nowhere to go but up. So
I feel like we're talking about last year, man.
I know.
What did we say last year? All he can do is go up.
Yes.
From here.
Yes. And while it's not quite that bad, but if you take out the first half against Indianapolis, man, it would be strikingly similar. I mean, strikingly. He's got to be better. He's just got to be better. And our expectations are way higher than they were a year ago. Like, it's incredible how, like, your perspective can change.
With new results, with new information that was given to you that year before.
Totally. And I was just about to say, like, I'm in a rental car right now. All right, I'm getting some work done on my Pilot, and I'm going to ultimately turn it in and get a new vehicle.
Big time right there.
But, goodness. So they put me in a rental car, and they're like, what do you want? You want you like SUV because you have an SUV? I'm like, no. I'm like, it's just going to be me the next couple of days. Like, I just need 4 tires, and we're good, you know? So I'm driving a Toyota Camry, okay? And I get into it, and I sit down into it, and I'm like, this is nuts. I feel like my rear end is on the ground. Like, I feel like if I got in a car accident, like I'm going to die. Like,
yeah.
like a truck's going to, like, run me over
but
like
also,
a monster truck.
You're tall, too. We're 6'3", right?
Yeah.
So you're tall as heck.
But, like, it's like one of these things where, like, they don't make cars smaller than they did 5 years ago when I drove one. They didn't make them any lower to the ground since the last time I drove one. But my perspective changed. Like, I've been up in this SUV for a few years now with more space inside and an elevated, view of the road. And then you go, after not having driven a car on a regular basis for years, you get into a car, it's like, whoa, this is nuts. With Bo, it's like this time last year, we were showing him the most grace possible while still calling balls and strikes. Like, it was bad this time last year. But then he plays well over the course of, I don't know, how many games did he play well? 15
yeah,
or
15 games,
13, something like that. Yeah. And then it's like your expectations change, your perspective changes. And, I think that it's okay to be really critical and fair, because to be critical of Bo at this point in time is to just be fair, And I know we all want Bo to have success. I mean, he is so important to this franchise, but at the same time, we still have to be authentic.
Yeah, you got to do your job. You got to do your job. And you said being fair. Now, my question to you is when you're doing this and you're evaluating Bo, because that's what it is all about, you know, can you at least say that there's context to it? That there's more to it than just Bo making some of those miscues or those missed opportunities, and not just last week, but the 3 games. Like, there's been times where Bo looks really good, and there's times where Bo's like, "What are you doing, Bo?"
1,000%. But Bo has looked more bad than good. And I think that, yes, context to why the offense is struggling. We're going to talk about this here in a second because I took a dive on this offense, and holy smokes, and we'll get to it here in a second. But there's context to why the offense has struggled, all right? But Bo specifically in the big moments, the gaffes that we've been talking about all week, those 3 plays that, like, I don't want to say context on those 3 plays individually, that if you just connect on one of them, you're going to win the football game. At the nucleus of why those plays weren't completed, Bo is there. Bo is at the center of why those plays didn't completed. Were they perfect? No. Could Marvin Mims laid out?
Well, I'm saying, so what if Marvin Mims lays out, makes a great catch? Are we critiquing Bo the same way?
Probably not.
Oh, Zach, know we're not.
Probably not.
We'll brush it on and say, hey, he needs to make a cleaner throw.
But when they all look the same, we don't even know if – Mims is fast as hell. It's hard to overthrow Mims. Like, he's one of the fastest players at his position. So, and when the other 2 look the same and you're just overthrowing or boverthrowing, as folks are saying – it's just, I'm not going to let him off the hook. It's professional football. It's not, as James Merrill would say, it's not a mom keeping the little league, score. It's like, no, this is big boy football with big boy expectations, and you have a coach who is now even bestowing even greater expectations on you. You're the guy. You're the franchise quarterback. You're in all the commercials I see now, right? Yeah. It's like, like when you miss 3 open receivers. Again, is that an indictment on what's going to be next week or the week after?
Every Sunday is going to be different. Every Sunday is going to be different.
And that one was costly.
I'm just so surprised that you don't want to give any kind of pushback towards maybe Sean. Sean triggers you a lot.
Dude, are you kidding me? Hold on. What are you saying? I haven't been critical of Sean Payton.
You have.
I've been the most critical voice on this station of Sean Payton.
You have, but when it comes to the situation, even for Bo's having pressure on him, you don't think that there's a little pressure on Bo because of Sean, and that's why he's pressing as much?
Yes, for
or
sure.
Do you think it's just like, he's just having bad games?
No. Well, I think it's, I put it all in the gumbo. I don't think Sean's comments helped. But, there's pressure on Bo Nix because he's the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos as a first-round pick with real expectations. And so the NFL, you know this infinitely better than I do, it doesn't matter what coach says or what's, you have to go perform. And if you don't perform,
who you are, what draft pick you've been, you do got to go and perform.
But especially when you play quarterback, and especially when you're the first rounder, and then you go out and set the bar for us in your rookie year, and then September looks the same as the initial September. It's it's a long season, but those were massively missed opportunities. And even as I sit here on a Thursday, it's just I'm wondering what the tenor of these conversations would be about Sean and his play calling and Bo if he connects on those schemed up. We've been asking, can you get creative? Can you scheme it up?
No,
and then he does it, and you can't play tic-tac-toe. What do you want me to do with that? He's been one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. That's the real. So I believe it's going to get better. I think it starts on Monday night. But I'll tell you this. The Broncos are doing one really important thing worse than anyone in pro football right now. We'll talk about that and what the fix could be coming up next.
Just a month into the NFL season, have the Broncos already found themselves on the outside looking in?
A lot of football left, but AFC West is gone. There's no chance that they can win the AFC West. Can you still make the playoffs? Can you still have a good season? Yeah, but you got to learn how to hit wide open receivers, and you got to learn how to close out games if you're the defense.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Oh, fellas, it's me again, Phillip Lindsay, and I'm here to tell you that ED is an intimacy destroyer. And guys, research shows that men can draw away from their partners when ED affects their sex life. The conditions cause stress, anxiety, depression, and even worse, a man's partner can blame themselves when dealing with ED. But I'm here to tell you that Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic is here to help you out. Their treatments work when the pills and herbals fail you, and they have treatments with success rates well over 90%. And some of these treatments can have you last an hour or even more than that. All I want you to do is schedule a consult with Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today. Your initial visit is only $99. This will include a medical consult with a Colorado licensed medical provider, AT and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And here's the kicker, gentlemen. If the test dose does not work in the office, the visit is absolutely free. They have 5 locations in Colorado to serve you as well, so there are no excuses. I don't want to hear, hey, it's too far, or I don't know where to go. Guys, you can go to Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. So give them a call today at 720-440-7900 or visit RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. That's RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Brandon Stokel here from my team, ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Do you need a new furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump? ROX Rocks Heating and Air makes it incredibly easy with their new, free, no obligation online heating and cooling quote. It takes less than 5 minutes and gives you options instantly. No calls, no waiting, and transparent pricing. Only at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX rocks heating and air.
Marketing can feel overwhelming. Where to start? What works? What doesn't? That's where your marketing experts at Denver Sports come in. Audio, video, online marketing, and we know how to cut through the noise so your customers finally hear your story. You don't have to waste time guessing or spinning your wheels. We'll guide you with a proven plan that turns your marketing into growth. Let us handle the hard part. You do the easy part. Head over to DenverSports.com and click Advertise with Us and start growing your business today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. Imagine your home quieter, cooler, and more beautiful with the new Infinity from Marvin windows. Right now, Gravina's Window Center of Littleton is offering 25% off. These aren't ordinary windows. They're built to outlast, outperform, and turn heads. Family owned since 1973, trusted across Colorado, and they never cut corners. Call them 303-794-0490 or visit windowsforyourhome.com. Don't delay. Quality costs less than regret.
Tune into Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
Off and rolling. Here on a Thursday, September 25th. Approaching the month of October, man. These days keep falling off the calendar. What up, Phil?
What's going on, man? How's everything going?
Everything is pretty good, man. Was pretty good until I came in here. Felt like you were taking shots at me. It's like, dang, I didn't have my hands up, man.
No,
On the chin.
I like, let me see how Zach's feeling today. Feeling froggy? Is he gonna jump?
Well, yeah.
Get him going. I mean, sometimes I see you come walking in. It's all right. He ready. And sometimes I'm like, oh man, like, let's see what he got today.
What is his game face?
Oh, his kids must have pissed him off today.
Luckily not.
Oh, man.
Everyone's
How you doing?
good. I'm good, man. I'm good. We have a really fun show planned, and we're inching closer towards the weekend. And it's a weekend without Broncos football, and that's always just a little bit different. So
not as chaotic, less. I'm not gonna say stress, but I know how you are, and I definitely know how I am. Like, I'm taking notes.
Yep.
I'm taking notes. I'm trying to be tuned into the game. Even when my son's downstairs with me, he wants to play football, soccer.
Yep.
It's hard to kind of be in that moment with him because I'm watching the game. But when you know it's gonna be on Monday night, I mean, it's like, hey, we can relax a little bit, go to the little man's game and just enjoy some college football Saturday and just enjoy being with each other as a family Sunday.
Yep, I love it, man. It's going to be a great weekend for sports. Holy smokes. I know we hinted at it earlier in the week, but the weekend in college football, dear mother of God, I am so fired up. And then you got some great matchups on Sunday. Ravens, Chiefs, who's going to go to 1-3? I mean, a rematch of Packers and Dallas from the playoffs.
Yep.
Was that last year or the year before?
Year before.
Okay. But yeah, some fun games. We got a fun game tonight. Dante's Arizona Cardinals hosting Seattle. We'll get DG's thoughts on that a little bit later in the game. But yeah, it's going to be a blast. The Broncos, I said this going into the last break, man. Holy smokes. The Broncos are doing one really important thing worse than anyone else in pro football. And I want to talk about potentially a fix here. And this may go longer than this segment. So I took a deep dive into the Broncos offense. And what could the Broncos be dead last at? The Broncos are dead last in the NFL in early down success rate. Okay? And did we talk about success rate yesterday?
Maybe a little bit. You may have said it briefly, but
okay.
But go ahead and explain it.
So when I say early down success rate, early downs, first down, second down, right? That's easy. Success rate is, I like it because it just adds a little bit more context to like what you could be. Oftentimes, like these straightforward football stats, Phil, like passer rating. It doesn't take any context. It's just like a super brief formula. It's like this plus this equals this. It's like, okay. But if Phillip Lindsay gets the football on first down and you run for 1.5 yards on first down, that's not good.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
But if you give the ball to Phillip Lindsay on 4th and 1 and you run for 1.5 yards, we're all celebrating a fourth down conversion.
Move the chains.
So what you're trying to do in the midst of a football game is different down to down. Like your objective can be different down to down. So success rate, it just basically like does a better job of quantifying football. And so the Broncos on first and second down are the least successful team in pro football. That's how you get, like, I think, like, and I know we talked about it, but I think sometimes it gets oversimplified. When we talk about, like, the Broncos being 2 for 13 on third down, 0 for 6 on third down in the second half, like, there's real context to that. They're third and long. Like, if that 0 for 6 in the second half in week 3, not one of those was shorter than 3rd and 8, and there was only one of those. It was 3rd and 10, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 13. It's like, those are brutal.
And then it leads to the 3 and outs that we have talked about.
Yes.
Where the Broncos are playing the Chargers, and they had 6 3 and outs in one game.
Yes.
This is the NFL, and yet you can't get your offense going. Like, you can't get in a rhythm. You can't start a drive. You can't get the first down. That's crazy to think when you start to break it down, Zach.
It's wild. And when you start to break it down further and like take a dive into the numbers. Now I know, like, so I'm going to throw some numbers at you. And sometimes I bristle at sharing too much numbers, because if you just numbers, you lose like the human conversation with it. And I don't oftentimes think it can be very entertaining sports talk radio. And we're here to,
entertain, baby.
Have fun and entertain, but also a lot of times educate. And that's like one of my number one things is like, I'm probably saying too much here, but like in the hours leading up to me coming into this show, I'm listening, I'm reading. Like I am accepting that I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but like how can I try to acquire the much information as I can to then share with our audience? So it's not necessarily me a lot of the times. It's just trying to gain the information and listening to podcasts on 2.0 speed and reading articles that Drew sends us and all this stuff. So let me just throw a couple numbers at you here. 72% of the Broncos' first downs reach third down. That means 3 out of every 4 first downs, the Broncos need third down to try to convert. Like you can get a first down on first down.
Oh, yeah.
You can get a first down on second down.
There's no rule saying you can't.
But 72% of the time, the Broncos need that third down to try to convert. More numbers. Only 19% of the Broncos' plays achieve a first down. Ranks 29th in the NFL. 19% of the time, that's less than 1 out of every 5.
Zach, and I've been a part of teams like that where it's third down and 5 and 6, and once you hit that huddle, it's not working. And then the quarterback relays the call, and you don't hear the confidence in his voice. You may hear an offensive lineman or a receiver get mad because they're not getting the ball on a third down, and you're starting to think in your head, oh, man, it's getting ready to be another 3 and out.
Yep.
Here comes the boos.
Yep.
Here comes Broncos country booing us because we can't pick up a third down.
And it's crazy. So when you say less than 20% of the time plays are not achieving third down, the game of football, you typically have 3 tries to get to it before you're punting. That's just so disturbing to me. Bo Nix is averaging 50% completion on first and second down, despite 42% of his passes being at or behind the line of scrimmage. I'm just going to say that again because I know people are busy. This is so alarming, though. 50% completion on first and second down, despite 42% of those passes being at or behind the line of scrimmage. That shouldn't make sense, but somehow through 3 weeks it does.
I'm trying to figure out, envision myself watching these games and seeing how that does correlate.
It's insane.
It is.
That your every other pass on first and second down is an incompletion, but yet 4 out of every 10 of those passes are at or behind the line of scrimmage. That is.
So it has to be the screens.
Yes.
It has to be the dumps to the dump downs to the running back.
Yes, but even still, you're only completing 50% of those. That is that is elementary stuff at the highest level, but Bo Nix is struggling with it. 70% of Bo's passes on first and second down are within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. That's the highest rate in the NFL for anyone not named Tyrod Taylor. So, the more I took a dive into this, I'm like, this is wild. I know it's been terrible watching the games a lot of times on offense, but the numbers, and there's more of it, and we can get to it throughout the afternoon, but the numbers are actually even worse than my game day gut when I'm watching the game.
And it has to change if you're going to be a team that can compete against Philly, a team that even this game coming up Monday night.
Yep.
You have to be able to move the ball. You have to be able to get the first 2 first downs of the game to get you in some type of rhythm. And it starts with, let's just say, hey, if we're going to run the ball, let's run it with the best running back we have so far. Against the Chargers, you had J.K. Dobbins.
See,
where he's your best running back, but yet he's coming off the bench.
Weird.
Against the Colts, J.K. Dobbins started the game and had the first carry of the game, which went for 18 yards. Picked up the first down just like that. Now it kind of gets the ball moving, gets the ball rolling. Now you're able to come up with creative ways to get into a rhythm. So for some odd reason, Sean Payton likes to mess around with the first 12 or first 15, and for 2 of the 3 games, it hasn't made sense. You could say that first game of the year against Tennessee,
sure,
where Sean just threw the ball. Threw it, what was it, 11 times, I want to say? 11 out of the...
It was 8 of, I think it was 8 of the 9 first plays were passes, and it was 14 of the first 17 plays were passes.
And there you go. That's not good enough. You're not staying on the field if all you're doing is passing the ball, and you get to 3rd and 10, you pass it again, now it's a 3 and out, now you're having a punt. The one time that we decided to just run the ball at the beginning with our better running back... It worked. Then it helps Bo Nix out, and maybe now Bo Nix is not thrown behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's on Sean.
Now that's on Sean.
And that's on Sean.
We could agree with that one.
But you know what? You know what this is, though? This is the criticisms that go back to Bo pre-draft, that the majority of his work are throws at the line of scrimmage. And I know that Bo had the longest play last year in the air to Mims on Monday Night Football, and he did have explosive plays, but somehow this has become a feast or famine offense, not even with just scoring or not scoring, but it's either one of two things. There's one of two things happening with this offense. It's a deep shot or it's a pass around the line of scrimmage, and there's very little in between. But it's not just on Bo. We have to talk about the running backs on first and second downs, and we'll do that coming up next.
Do the Broncos have a problem that goes beyond the playbook?
Your football team is undisciplined. Figure it out. Last year, you told the Carolina Panthers, play better, right? When you wanted to rub their nose in it. Hey, Sean, coach better.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. It's football season, and did you know that I am the reigning fan staff champion in the King Supers Football Pick'em? Yep, Stokely, Schlereth, Zachby, Cecil Lemmy, none of them can hang with the judge when it comes to football. Just like those made-for-TV lawyers can't hang with me in the courtroom. When you've been hurt in a car accident, you want the real deal, which is what you get when you call 303 Law 4040. Not some made-for-TV character. When you call 303 Law 4040, you speak directly with me or my lovely wife, Kimberly, not some call center overseas. And you get to meet with us in person for free. We never take a dime unless we win for you. Plus, no ridiculous fees like those TV characters. You were the one that was hurt, so the doctors and the lawyers shouldn't take all the money. So go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040. 303 Law 4040.
Attention golf lovers. The city of Aurora has you covered this fall. Home to 5 beautiful courses. There's no better place to play than Aurora. What's up, guys? It's Zach here. I enjoy leaf peeping every fall, but instead of heading to the mountains, I'm heading to my local Aurora golf courses. Saddle Rock, Aurora Hills, Spring Hill, Meadow Hills, and Murphy Creek have stunning Rocky Mountain views with the fall colors we adore. For more information and to book a tee time, visit golfaurora.com and give them a follow on Facebook, X, and Instagram at golfaurora.co.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, 2-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I've made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late.
Who wants the lowest rate for life?
I do.
I do. Everyone does, but it's only U.S. Mortgages. Lock in a low rate today, and if rates fall in the future, we will redo your loan and lower your rate without any lender fees, including the appraisal. There's no limit to the number of times you can do this. Always have the lowest rate for life. Get our 475 5-year fixed rate, 5.89 APR. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number
888-392-126.
For many of us, it's happened before. Your hair is thinning, crowns disappearing. Maybe the hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. The solution that worked for me, it's an incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts growing your own natural hair the very next day. And it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's the Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what if you want your own natural hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to world-class Dr. Tanya Paul's, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's why Advanced Hair is the winner of Westward's Best of Denver. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR. That's 720-459-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Parking shouldn't slow you down. ParkWiz gives every driver a shortcut. Book ahead, save up to 50%, and skip the hassle of circling the block. Park smarter, park faster. ParkWiz. Download the ParkWiz app and save when you park.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Saturday on 104.3 HD2. Air Force football faces Hawaii with pregame starting at 1:30. Then on The Fan, home of the Colorado State Rams, CSU football faces Washington State with pregame starting at 4:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
You're listening to The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, as we continue to take a scuba dive into the numbers of the Broncos offense, because we know the offense has been struggling, but the numbers are pretty impactful, and it's a little bit more numbers than we would typically do, but I thought here it could be, we could learn something.
Zach, we're trying to make sense of why the Denver Broncos are struggling, specifically offensively, and why Bo Nix is struggling. Because we all know Bo Nix is not playing good enough. So the numbers do matter because it's speaking volume of what we're seeing on that football field, which is not good enough.
No, it's not. It's not. The run game. The run game, without any of the numbers, how would you summarize Austin Powers just woke up from his frozen self?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
He missed the first 3 games of the year. How would you catch old Austin up on the run game? How would you diagnose it?
Hey, Austin, man, welcome back. The run game is very inconsistent. This offensive line has potential to be really, really good, and it's early. But we don't, as a unit offensively, as an offensive line in a running back room, we don't have an identity whether we want to be a power team or an outside zone team and just stick with it for a little while for it to start to work. My guessing is Sean wants it to be more of an outside zone team, because he wants to be able to have play action off of it.
Sure.
So if you can get the defense to stretch and run and get them to really get going, it's easy for the quarterback to have a really good fake with the running back, come back around and have a tight end wide open, or you have Cortland Sutton streaking across the field wide open. That's what you're looking for. But in order to do that, you have to be able to run the ball. So I'm going to say, Zach, very inconsistent. It's there. We have a running back in J.K. Dobbins, thankfully, that can get us the tough yards, that can break off a couple chunk plays. He's ran for a 41-yard run. He's ran for a 19-yard touchdown. He's ran for actually two 19-yard touchdowns. He had one in the Chargers, and he had one the first game of the year.
Yep.
And so it's there. Maybe it was an 18-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
But we're just too inconsistent at the moment.
Well, I want to talk about the The theme of the last segment, if you're just joining us, the Broncos are dead last in the NFL in early down success rate. On first and second down, they have been dog water through 3 games, okay? And that's just the real. And you have to accept that you have a problem before you can fix it, okay? But the run game has been part of it. But the run game has been much better in the second halves of games in general. All right, that's when Harvey had his big run. That's when the 19-yard run you're talking about, the start of the second half this past week when he had the 41-yard run that you just referenced. So it's been better. But when you look at early downs, first and second down, in the first halves of games, so we have 3 games, 3 first halves to react to. Just looking at early downs, first and second down. Broncos running backs rank 31st in success rate, 28th in yards per carry in the first halves on first and second downs. 36% of the runs on early downs in the first half of these games have gone for 1 or 0 yards. That is the highest, 8th highest rate in the NFL. Only 18%, so less than 1 in 5 of those runs in the first halves on first and second down have gone for 5 yards or more. That ranks 31st in the NFL. I don't expect you to have the answer, but I have to ask as a former running back. Why would it be so bad on first and second downs when you are bottom 5 in the sport, whether it's success rate or yards per carry? And again, I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
But like on first and second downs in the first half of games, and we're only through 3 weeks, so these numbers are fluid. But how could it be that bad on first and second downs?
2 things. Like we said earlier, stick with one running back up at the beginning of the game. Your best running back, which is J.K. Dobbins, a guy that's going to give you those tough yards. Even if the play is not blocked right and there's leakage and let's just say a linebacker comes free, I believe that J.K. Dobbins can break that first tackle, get you at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 yards to get the game going for you. Another thing is respecting the pass. The defenses right now don't respect Bo Nix. They don't respect the pass. They don't respect these receivers. Now, they have to respect Cortland Sutton, but even right now with Evan Ingram being out, you don't respect the tight end. So now it's like, all right, what are they going to do?
Yeah, so we can just play tight.
Exactly. Play tight, play man, make Pat Bryant beat us, make Troy Franklin beat us, keep an eye on Cortland. You don't have Evan Ingram in there because even when he's healthy, he's only in there 25% of the time. And put another guy in the box and key in on the running back. And if you stop them and get them in a situation where they lose a yard, lose 2 yards, or get stuck at the line of scrimmage, now Sean's going to panic, and that next play is going to be a throw. And so now you one-side this offense because you're taking away the run game and you don't respect Bo Nix because Bo Nix has been playing poorly right now. And you don't respect the receivers. At least the other 2 out there, even Marvin Mims, where it's like we're not gonna sit here and look at you guys like we look at Cortland Sutton. Force us to look at you that way, and if you don't, we're gonna keep putting a guy in the box, blitzing a safety off the edge like Derwin James was doing during the Chargers game.
Yep.
And we're gonna stop the run.
Well, that's probably a pretty good hypothesis as to why this is happening. 36% of the time, it's 1 yard or 0 yards on first and second downs in the first half of these games. Now, what do you make of? We talked a little bit about the O-line yesterday, but the numbers say, the analytics say, and this is Pro Football Focus and ESPN both agreeing that the Broncos have the number 1 pass block win rate offensive line, and also the 10th ranked run block win rate offensive line. Do you subscribe to those numbers, or would you agree? Because these numbers are saying this is a top 10 offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at it, like with your eyes, it's like they do good. And we're talking about the offensive line. They do good at times, but at times when you need them to really ramp it up a little bit, they don't.
Yep.
And that's where it's like numbers can kind of get lost. Like, yeah, they do good most of the times, but third down, are you holding up just a little longer? Third down when there's a blitz, are you communicating? Is the center communicating? And maybe we're switching it, and now everybody is going one way to help Bo out, or maybe it's Bo saying, "Hey, I need some help." Everybody rotate to one side. Is it the running back identifying who he has and making sure he makes that impact block? But for the offensive line, I think that they're doing a good job. But just like the defense and the offense, when it matters the most, are you doing your job at the highest of the high when you need to be able to get that first down? And I think that the answer is no right now. I think there's too much leakage on third, and I know it's third and long when a pass rusher can pin their ears back and just go get you. It's hard when the defense knows what you're getting ready to do, and they can drop back in coverage and play zone with a blitz and make it hard for Bo Nix, who's struggling in zone, to make that pass, and it makes it harder on the lineman to hold up.
You know, I have to add this and just shoehorn it in here at the end, and then we're going to shift gears here. I also think a part of it is we are so hyper-focused on the Broncos and some of the stuff that goes badly or the warts with some of these plays, we can be super critical of the offensive line. But if we watch the rest of the NFL as closely as we watch the Broncos, and I know I just don't. Like when the Broncos aren't playing, I'm watching Red Zone. I'm watching, of course, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football in dedicated fashion.
And you're watching the receivers or running backs and the quarterback.
Yeah, but if you're just focusing on these other offensive lines around the NFL, Broncos have it pretty good. It's not perfect. But it's pretty good. Can they get better? Yes. But I think a part of that criticism was just so hyper-focused on every little thing happening with the Broncos that we have a tendency maybe to be a little bit harsh on the offensive line comparatively to the rest of the NFL. If you want to chime in, RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043. We'll get back. Here's the plan here, just to pull back the curtain for you guys. We're going to shift gears a little bit away from Broncos, but at the top of the hour, we have a little bit extra room this week, all right, because of Monday Night Football, and we're going to get you guys involved. We're going to open the phone lines and ask the question, where are you guys at with this young, struggling potential franchise quarterback in Bo Nix? And we'll sort of get the temperature of the audience and interact with them that way. In the meantime, what kind of challenge does Dion and CU have on their hands this weekend? The answer to that question is a bit complicated, and we'll talk about why next.
To help the Broncos turn things around, does Sean Payton need to simplify things on offense?
Hey, we're trying all this new stuff on offense. How'd that work out? You're 1-2. Hey, we're mixing in a bunch of personnel packages. How'd that work out? It's not working. So if you can simplify things, help out Bo, run the ball just a little bit more, get something from RJ Harvey, you're going to need more contributions from the players and the talent that you've assembled this offseason.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
It's back. Football is back, Broncos country, which means summer is almost over. And that means it's time for game days. Whether you're heading to Empower Field or traveling to Boulder to cheer on Coach Prime and the Buffs, you got to get there in style and on time. So let my friends at Hermes Worldwide handle the traffic and parking, and you handle the rest, which means have as much fun as possible and make as many memories as you can. So let Hermes Worldwide get you to and from the game safe. All you need to do is call Hermes Worldwide at 303-577-7600 or visit ridehermes.com/DenverSports to book your next ride today.
Every great game comes down to one thing, the drive. And right now it's time to make yours count at Groove Toyota. Get into a new Toyota, a certified pre-owned Toyota, or shop our huge selection of used vehicles, all priced right and ready to move, with limited time offers in Colorado's best lineup of Tacomas, Tundras, SUVs, and more. Don't wait on the sidelines. These deals won't last. Make your move today at Groove Toyota on South Broadway in Inglewood, or start shopping now at GrooveToyota.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game and the go-to spot for football season, with wall-to-wall TVs, hearty eats, ice-cold drinks, and of course, those scenic views. It's a full-on experience whether you're catching college or pro games this season. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Brenda Stokely from my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. They conduct over 150 auctions every year, selling tens of thousands of items at the price you set. Auctions are held regularly for Colorado government agencies, and they always have big-ticket items at great prices. That's why I love Roller Auction. And almost all bidding is conducted online in real time, and it's open to the public. Anyone can participate. Check back regularly. New auctions are added weekly. Be the first to know about new auctions available for bidding when you sign up for email notifications. Go to rollerauction.com/thefan.
What's the biggest mistake you can make when selling your home? Settling for less money. That never happens with Orchard. Disappointing offers can wear you down, causing you to settle for thousands less. You don't have to settle when you sell with Orchard. Orchard reinvented the real estate industry by guaranteeing your home sale and helping you sell on the market for top dollar. First, Orchard gives you cash up front so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then once you're all settled in, your Orchard agent helps sell your home on market for top dollar. Here's what one Orchard customer said. I never could have sold without Orchard. I made way more than I expected, and it couldn't have been easier. With Orchard, you never have to settle for less. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Curious how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
Winning matters. Postman Law has recovered over $3 billion for clients. Injured? Call 844-POSTMAN. It's free to see if you have a case. Others promise. Postman delivers.
Change is always happening.
it's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten, classics are remixed, bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Get ready for every Broncos game with Super Bowl 50 champion Brandon Marshall as he joins The Drive every Friday afternoon at 4:45 exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Thanks to Corwin Toyota Boulder. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. DenverSports.com and the Denver Sports app. It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, shifting gears here a little bit. We'll get back to Broncos here. We're going to open the phone lines for the first time in a while here. Dante, should we do that now, or do you want to wait? We'll wait a couple minutes. Okay. At the top of the hour, we're going to, I'm going to give you a few more numbers on the deep dive that I did into the Broncos offense as it relates specifically to Bo Nix.
Let them wait.
And then they'll get the vibe from the community and this fan base, and hear from our men and women who are very passionate about these topics.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear how they feel about Bo. Second year, struggling in the first 3 games of year 2.
Yep.
And where we're at with things with old Bo Nix before Monday night.
All right.
Stuttering a little bit, man.
In the meantime, you're good. In the meantime, what kind of challenge does Dion and CU have on their hands this weekend? The answer, I believe, is a little bit complicated. BYU, coming in here undefeated. The numbers are pretty wild, just to be honest with you, where they rank nationally and this and that. And let me just give you some of those numbers. They're allowing, think about this. This is nuts. Number 1 in the country, the team that's going to be in Boulder on Saturday night, number 1 in the country, allowing fewest yards per play. They are allowing 3.5 yards per play. For perspective, Penn State's number 2, allowing 3.6. But BYU is actually number 1 in the country in that category. Their offensive national rankings, 23rd in scoring. Phil, they're scoring 43 points a game. 7th in rushing offense. They're averaging 265 on the ground. Passing offense, not so much with the freshmen. They're ranked 102nd in passing offense. 33rd in total offense. Phil, they are averaging 452 yards a game.
So they're just lighting it up.
But there's context. There's context.
Like always, with everything that goes on. What's going on with BYU, Zach?
Context is king. Context is king. Why do you think there's context?
It's early in the season, and I know it's because of who they're playing.
Yeah.
It's the strength of the schedule so far.
Yep.
But you know what, Zach? At the end of the day, it is what it is. BYU didn't want to pick the schedule right now. It was already picked a couple years
ago, yeah.
But you go out there and you handle business. If there's a team right in front of you that's not better than you, then show them. Handle business, get your team going, establish an identity. That's what BYU has done. And you get ready for conference play. And so, yeah, there is context to it. And you do have to you do have to take a step back and say, okay, but who are they playing?
Yep.
But you also have to respect it because it's a well-coached and disciplined football team that we're getting ready to play, that the Colorado Buffaloes are getting ready to play.
Now, that much is true. But you know what this reminds me of when you see the numbers this gaudy and you're number 1 in the country at this and that? It reminds me of Central Florida last year. And I could not have been more wrong this time last year when it came to the matchup between Colorado and Central Florida. And I had to put hot sauce on the feathers from eating so much crow.
Hey, you said it. I didn't have to say it this time.
No. Look, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I thought I predicted ahead of the game because the numbers after Central Florida beat, this is last fall, New Hampshire, Sam Houston, and then put it on TCU. Well, I shouldn't say put it on TCU. They beat TCU. But they were 3-0, just like BYU, and they were averaging like 280 yards a game rushing, legitimately. And I'm like, Phil, they are going to run for 350 yards. I think I might even have said 400. I think I got carried away.
You did.
I think I got carried away.
Who was the running back over there, by the way?
R.J. Harvey.
R.J. Harvey.
Full circle. Full circle. But it was like, wait a second. They beat New Hampshire 57-3. They ran for 450 yards. Then they beat Sam Houston 45-14. They ran for 400 yards. And then you see it on paper. It's like, whoa, they're averaging. Like, I still don't know. Actually, much like Penn State, who I just referenced a minute ago, we're going to find out on Saturday night in Happy Valley as they host Oregon.
That's going to be a good one.
Talk to me. I cannot wait. And at the same time, it's Alabama between the hedges in Athens. I got real thoughts on those games. We'll get to them tomorrow. But I just don't know who this team is. I have no idea who BYU is.
So you have two teams going at it Saturday night. Only game on, correct? Only game on.
Yeah.
In both teams we don't know about.
No.
Now, we do for BYU, their identity is going to be running the football.
Definitely.
They have a freshman quarterback that's trying to figure things out. They have a defense that is stout, and they're going to play disciplined, fundamentally sound football. And you have a running back that's been doing well, and an offensive line that goes with this running back. But for the Buffs, we still don't know what this team wants to be defensively and offensively.
That's true.
Now, if last Saturday is any kind of indication that, like, this is who we are from now on, it's going to be a really, really good game Saturday night. And Colorado can end up on top.
But here's the thing. This is why I question this.
All right.
Because how did Colorado mostly get it done? And I'm not saying it was all or nothing because it wasn't. But they attacked through the air.
Yeah.
Caden Salter had 304 yards passing. And I don't know if that's going to hold up stylistically against a stout Big 12 opponent.
Well, when you look at BYU, they're stout in stopping the run, but they struggle at times. And now they're still really good. Don't get me wrong, really good because of the games they played. They struggle a little bit through the air. So if you are going to have a little success, if you're Colorado, it may be throwing the football. Because I'm like you, if we have to rely on this run game so far, it's not there. Now, Caden Salter has showed that he can utilize his legs, and he is going to have to be a part of the run game and utilize his legs a little bit more.
Yep.
But I can't trust the other running backs just yet. But I can trust a little bit more the offensive line, who has been holding up for Caden Salter, Ryan Staub, Juju for the 4 plays that he was in, or the 4 receptions that he got or completions he got. So I would bank on us using our playmakers like Sincere Brown, who, by the way, man, when he gets going, that receiver is moving.
Yeah, they have some receivers. There's real talent up there.
You know, and that's the only kind of pushback I would have is like Caden Salters may be able to get it done through the air based off of what we saw against Wyoming.
Yeah.
But that was Wyoming. This is BYU.
Right. Running back Simeon Price, not going to play. That's a big loss, man. The transfer, Taylor from Incarnate Word, he's also ruled out. Cornerback R.J. Johnson, he's been ruled out. Fellow corner Makari Vickers, he's doubtful to play. So the injury report is not. It's been unkind here to Colorado. So we'll see how much of an impact that makes here this weekend, and we'll continue to look ahead and break down this game throughout the afternoon and definitely tomorrow. All right, where does Bronco Country stand on Bo Nix? We're going to open up the phone lines, 303-713-1043. Get the pulse of the people coming up next.
Just a month into the NFL season, have the Broncos already found themselves on the outside looking in?
A lot of football left, but AFC West is gone. There's no chance that they can win the AFC West. Can you still make the playoffs? Can you still have a good season? Yeah, but you got to learn how to hit wide open receivers, and you got to learn how to close out games if you're the defense.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What's going on, everybody? Phillip Lindsay here. And I have a huge obsession I want to talk about, and that's with Daisy's French Onion Dip. Yeah, that's right. My guilty pleasure during football season is eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching any big-time game. All I care about is sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying what I'm doing while I'm eating. And now that Daisy's has come out with a delicious Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip, these are definitely game changers that you are not going to want to miss out on. They're as delicious as a homemade dip, and they're made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients that you can find in your own kitchen. So if you want to be blown away like I was, then give Daisy's French Onion Dip a try today. You can find Daisy's French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
Time's running out, Colorado. Castle Rock Chevy GMC has supercharged savings on your favorite EVs. With the clock's ticking, September 30th is your last chance to claim the $7,500 federal EV tax credit. They've got a massive lineup of electric powerhouses, GMC Hummer EVs, Sierra Truck EVs, and Chevy's Equinox, Blazer, and Silverado EVs, all ready to roll off the lot. Whether you're chasing adventure or cutting your carbon footprint, Castle Rock Chevy GMC has your perfect EV match. But hurry, when the tax credit ends, so do the deals. Visit Castle Rock Chevy GMC today. Castle Rock Chevrolet GMC, where Colorado drives Chevy and GMC, and where Chevy drives America.
At Ameristar, the best memories don't trend, they last. They're stories we're still telling 20 years later, like winning big at a table with your closest friends, or going all out on a night you hope lasts forever. Like watching your team clinch the playoffs on a giant screen, or stepping away for a weekend you'll never forget. Whatever you do it for the memories, and we'll do everything we can to make them last. Ameristar Blackhawk. Come visit or book your next memories at AmeristarBlackhawk.com. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens, the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Thinking about buying a home in Colorado? You're not the only one, and now might be your best shot. We're officially in a buyer's market, which means you've got the upper hand. More homes are on the market, competition is down, and serious deals are out there just waiting to be found. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade or downsize, now's the time to get pre-approved. And American Financing can make that happen in 24 hours or less. And here's the kicker. When you work with both American Financing and their partner American Home Agents, you can receive a credit on closing costs of up to 1% or a max of $10,000 on your home loan. If you've been sitting on the sidelines, it's time to step in, and American Financing is the place to start. Don't let the 20% down myth stop you. You could buy a home with as little as 3% down, and with down payment assistance programs available, getting into a home might be easier than you think. Pick up the phone, call them at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Your roof's the single most important part of your house. Snow and high winds can damage your roof. Don't trust your roof to any fly-by-night roofing companies. Call the professionals at Golden Spike for a free roof inspection and tell them you heard about it on The Fan. They're a locally owned company and a Team Dave Logan member.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Attention taxpayers. If you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000. And they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated. Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority tax relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-968-3159. 800-968-3159. 800-968-3159.
Priority tax relief.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver.
You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Saturday on 104.3 HD2. Air Force football faces Hawaii with pregame starting at 1:30. Then on The Fan, home of the Colorado State Rams, CSU football faces Washington State with pregame starting at 4:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at wistaracu.com.
Leading off with the big story of the day, here's The Drive with Zach By and Denver, Colorado's own Phillip Lindsay.
1 hour in the books. Quicker than a New York minute. Hanging out with you on a Thursday, September 25th. And we're going to get the pulse of the people here and open up the phone lines.
I didn't do this earlier. Woo!
There it is.
There we go.
There it is. So I want to get the pulse of the people when it comes to Bo Nix. You know, we have an extra day here to like sort of breathe because of Monday Night Football. All right. And by the way, tomorrow we are going to be live on location on a Bud Light Football Friday. We are going to be downtown at Society Sports and Spirits off Blake Street, up 2 to 6 p.m. Bud Light is going to be giving away a pair of tickets to Monday Night Football, Broncos-Bengals, along with 2 Bud Light VIP tailgate passes. You have to be 21 or older to enter that contest. Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. Would love to see your face tomorrow. So Dante's going to open up the phone lines. Those who get through are going to talk to Dante Gomez, all right? And I just want to see where this fan base is at with the young, struggling quarterback, all right? Before we take any calls here, I want to talk about just a couple things here with Bo Nix, okay? Just a couple things relating to Bo Nix.
That's Bo.
So we obviously know Bo is struggling. Told you earlier today that Bo Nix is averaging 50% completion on first and second downs, despite 42% of his passes being thrown at or behind the line of scrimmage. That is deeply concerning. 70% of Bo Nix passes on first and second down are within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. That's the second highest rate in the NFL, behind only Tyrod Taylor, filling in spot duty. More on Bo. Bo is currently 2 for 8 on throws 25 yards or more downfield, Phil. 2 for 8. 4 of the 8 have been deemed off-target attempts. That means he's not giving his target a chance to catch the football. All right? Bo Nix is dead last in the NFL among qualified quarterbacks when facing pressure. He's 8 for 20 when facing pressure for 54 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The Bengals are actually the worst defense in the NFL defending intermediate passes. Unfortunately, Bo Nix is currently the worst quarterback in the NFL when it comes to intermediate passes through 3 weeks.
So it's like, unfortunately, we don't do it.
So think about this, and I know I just threw in a bunch of numbers at you, and people are busy, and it's sometimes hard to like digest the numbers when someone's giving you them in back-to-back fashion in real time. But here's basically the summary of the data that I just passed along. Bo is struggling to complete passes despite throwing passes at the line of scrimmage at the highest rate in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's struggling with downfield accuracy on throws of 25 yards or more. He's also graded the worst intermediate passer in that like mid-range jump shot area, you know, the like second level, middle of the field. And he's the worst quarterback in the league under pressure through 3 weeks. So there's not much that Bo's doing right now at a high level. That's not to say that, you know, he's not doing everything wrong. I mean,
and it's not to say he's not going to get better.
That's right. That's right.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
The 3 week sample size, Bo Nix is struggling mightily, and it needs to change if we're going to be able to win more than 6 games this year, and I know we will. We have a good defense. Bo Nix is a really good quarterback, and things are going to start to click for this offensive unit.
Yeah. So let me just, and I know you just sort of answered it here, and we've been sort of answering it in roundabout ways throughout the week here.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to ask you the same question that I'm going to ask some callers here in a couple minutes. 303-713-1043 if you do want to chime into this. 303-713-1043. Where are you at in totality with Bo right now?
Yeah. You and I, we go back and forth a lot on this situation with Bo. But both of us can agree, Zach, that Bo Nix is not playing good enough, well enough. What needs to happen is Bo Nix has to calm down. The sky is not falling. Bo Nix is still our franchise quarterback. He showed us last year he can do it. He can make the passes. Even throughout this year, throughout some of the hard times, there are times where Bo Nix sets his feet, anchors down, steps into his throw, and has a great, great pass.
Yeah.
But it's not consistent enough. So I'm still on the Bo Nix train. I still believe in Bo Nix and what he could bring to the table. I believe in Sean. But Bo has to believe in himself. Bo needs to continue to generate his own confidence that then his teammates are going to see and want to play harder for him. So I am not out on Bo. He just needs to calm down and stop acting like he's Superman. You're not Superman. You don't have to be Superman. Just play within the lines, play within the scheme, and you will be just fine. Take the easy throws and then make the easy throws as well.
Yeah.
You had, like you said, Zach, earlier, you had 3 opportunities. If you hit on one of them against the Chargers, you win that game. Let's hit on a couple of those opportunities when they present themselves, because they will against the Bengals. Do it. Take care of business. Do your part. And then the receivers need to do theirs.
I see the phone lines are jammed here. We'll get to them in a second. You have guys ready lined up? Okay, let me just get this thought out. Then we'll go to Ben on line 1. Is that I referenced this conversation I heard a few weeks ago. It was almost a month ago. And it was Arch Manning's first start. And remember, they're playing Ohio State in Columbus. And I was listening to this conversation with Urban Meyer. And, Urban's not my favorite guy, but really smart football coach and had a lot of success at the college level, like insane amount of success. And I do wonder if he'll ever get back into coaching.
I got an Urban Meyer story later on.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got to hear that. But I remember Urban Meyer, he was talking to Joe Klatt, and he said, and Urban had so many young quarterbacks and like 5-star prospects, and he would say to them to try to calm them down before big games like it was for Arch Manning in week 1, or, big games for Cardell Jones and all the guys that he had at Ohio State and stuff. And he would say, the only thing that you need to do, because we are such a good team around you, the only thing that you need to worry about is getting 2 first downs. That's all. Your guys to the left and right of you, they're going to take care of you. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to score on the first play. There is no more points that you can accumulate other than 6 points for a touchdown. You can't score 30. There's no 5-point shot in basketball. It's like very similar. It's like how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And so you just worry about 2 first downs. And I feel like I think Sean Payton, not that I would tell Sean Payton how to coach up Bo, but I'm saying it feels like, hey, dude, just worry about the first 2 first downs of the game and just sort of let the game come to you from there. I think Bo needs to hear something like that just to simplify things.
Even if it's Sean saying that and then smiling at him. You guys laugh at me when I say that, but it eases the tension.
Sure.
It's like, dude, you're okay. You are our guy. Go out there and play like you know how to play.
All right, let's take a couple of phone calls here. I'm curious the temperature of the fan base, because I know even from looking at the RamosLaw.com text line throughout the week, the opinions on this are so wide-ranging. We have an extra day here with Monday Night Football, so let's take some phone calls. Ben on line 1. Ben, thank you for calling in. What do you got?
Hey, what's up, guys? It was great seeing you last Friday. I appreciate everything you do.
Hell yeah.
I think Bo's a great young quarterback. I think, hopefully I can be the voice of reason for, a lot of Broncos country, but we just need to give him some time. His O-line needs to give him some protection up front, leave him some time to make some plays. But he's a very, very intelligent quarterback. I think we all can see that. I just think, it's going to take a little bit to get him settled into the season. He's still a new quarterback, but I think we all just got to cut him a little slack and wait to see what he can do over these next few weeks.
Appreciate the call, Ben, and thanks for supporting our show last Friday on location. Here's the one thing that I would say to Ben, and I'm not saying it's the same every single play, but in aggregate, in total, when Ben says, hey, this offensive line needs to give Bo more time, they're the number one pass block win rate offensive line in the league. Yeah. That is part of the context that makes some of the struggles more concerning, because if he was scrambling for his life and he was getting the ball and guys were on him the way that they have been on rookie quarterbacks or young quarterbacks throughout NFL history in certain situations, I'm thinking of Derek Carr's brother David Carr was sacked about 75 times his rookie year. It's like, how do you expect him to have success? That's not actually what's happening here.
No, I agree with you. I mean, and obviously the stats are telling the truth out there that the offensive line, at times they're giving up some plays. That's going to happen. But for the most part, they're holding up long enough for Bo Nix to get the ball out of his hands. And Bo at times is climbing the pocket. But you said even earlier, even when he's climbing the pocket, he's not anchoring down and setting his feet and stepping into the throw. He's kind of throwing off of his back foot or he's jumping into the air. So to me, he's not trusting his offensive line enough. Where it's like, stay in the pocket. You may get hit a couple times, but stay in the pocket, anchor down, and make that throw. So it's more accurate than it would be if you're sitting there jumping with 2 feet in the air.
Yeah. Tony is on the line with us. Tony, thanks for listening. What do you got?
Hey, what's up, guys? First, I just want to say I love you guys. I'm a UPS driver at a Grand Junction. I listen to you all day, every day.
Hell yeah. Thank you,
man. You guys are great. My biggest thing with Bo Nix is I just think he's trying too hard. I think that he either wants to impress Sean or he's trying too hard to do everything himself and not trusting the process. I think if he just calms down and lets loose a little bit, I think he actually would do a lot better. I still believe in Bo. I just think he's pushing too hard to do everything himself.
All right, man. Appreciate that call, Tony. Yeah, and that's part of what we're saying here. It's like when you want something so bad and you're just gripping the steering wheel so tight, or in hockey they call it, he's gripping the stick.
Yeah.
It's just loosen up a little bit. And I don't know how Sean needs to tell Bo that, but it kind of just reminds me of what you were just saying. Like, smile at him. Tell him, hey,
just relax.
You've been playing football your whole life.
And you know what it's going to come down to? Cortland Sutton telling him, hey, let's go out there and have fun. It's going to come down to Bo Nix finally completing that intermediate pass for a first down to say, okay, I got this. Let's relax. Let's get together. Let's listen. Let's focus, and let's have a good game, gentlemen. That's what it comes down to. And I always say it all the time. When you're in that huddle, there's a lot that goes on in that huddle.
Sure.
And when Ben DiNucci, who was with the Broncos and actually was with me in the XFL, when Ben DiNucci told me that the reason why he was cut by the Dallas Cowboys was because when he was in the huddle, he was not believable, I said, wow. For Bo, that's sometimes what it takes. Get in there and sound confident, because you are confident. You put in the work throughout the week. Be confident in your throws. Be decisive and get that first down and relax and stop pressing. I'm with my man over there.
All right, yeah, that was Tony.
Shout out Tony.
Let's get to line 3. We believe he says his name is Tone Loke. Is that right, Tone Loke? What up, Wild Thing? Tone Loke.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? What do you got?
Hey, fellas. Glad that you took my call. Phillip, I just got to tell you, man, we used to go out to South High School and watch your daddy play in the 70s, man. You good, but your daddy was amazing. Let me just tell y'all this right here, guys. You can measure the success of an offense by how well they run the ball. Those PFF things, that's just a nerd way to get involved with the league. You have to allow your eyes to tell you what's happening. If you can't run the rock consistently like TD used to do, Phil, you know what I'm talking about. If those holes aren't there, then that means they're not protecting the quarterback. Man, and we sat up there and watched the last couple weeks, Bowles, Morenes, McClinchy, Watman, all of them get thrown around like JV ragdolls. Bo is Bo's got it going on, man, if he just had some time, man. So we got to quit putting the blame on him. and put the blame where it needs to be. It's that O-line, man. And it was the same thing last year and the year before. The only reason why Bo's not getting sacked as much is because he has the ability to get out of there. So that should not go on the offensive line's PFF grade at all. We need to use more eye candy and no nerd stats to evaluate what's going on, fellas. Thanks for taking my call.
Tone Loke and that funky Cole Medina. Appreciate you, man. Tone Loke. I love that. You can hear that passion. Phil, you were pretty good. Your daddy?
Yeah, my daddy was up there.
That's pretty cool, though. It's got to be cool for you to hear, right?
Yeah. My dad would be happy. He was a bad dude. He was a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
I love it.
But we talked about it, Zach, with the offensive line. They're actually playing well. They're holding up for Bo Nix. There's only so much you can do as offensive lineman. Like, you're only going to be able to hold up for 3 to 4 seconds. Bo has to get it out. But also, we continue to say with Bo, it's like, be decisive with your throws. And when you do step in the pocket, make the pass, make the throw. And that's something that you can't blame the offensive line on. That's a Bo Nix thing.
All right, Dante, please mix in some Tone Loke later in the show. Please mix in some Tone Loke. That was a good call, man. I love the passion, and here's one thing that Tone Loke, we have been steadfastly saying they need to run the ball better.
Yeah,
they do, and I'll tell you, some of the raw numbers when you look at it can be deceiving. Like whether you're talking about yards per carry or where they rank in the league, and when you contrast some of those raw numbers with how you actually feel when you're watching the Bronco games on a down-by-down basis, it's not really, oftentimes, not really representative of some of the raw numbers.
Yeah. No doubt. We have to be able to be consistent at running the football on first and second downs, which will then open the play action up, will open the pass game up, and it will take pressure off your young quarterback to make easier throws.
All right, we got Dylan on the line with us as we take some calls here on a Thursday for the first time in a long time. Dylan, thanks for listening. What do you got?
Yo, what's up, you guys? I just want to say a huge shout-out to you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for taking me home every weekday from 2 to 6. You guys are great to listen to.
Hell yeah, I love that.
What I got to say, man, is I feel Bo just has to come into his own. I feel last year, especially towards the end of the year, you guys, especially being in Denver and being Broncos fans, he felt more in his own shoes, and I felt like he's getting away from himself these first couple of games this year. I just feel he needs to settle down. I don't know if Sean's play calling is just too much for him, or I don't know what's going on, but it just sucks to see that team kind of drop off from the expectations this year that everybody had for them. But I can't say much. I'll see you guys tomorrow in my Bengals jersey. Go Bengals, Hoo Day.
Oh, wow.
What just happened?
I love that, Dylan. Was that Corey Dillon? Wow. No, I love it, man. I absolutely love it. It sounds like he's going to come meet us out on a Bud Light Football Friday tomorrow as we go downtown.
Man, the enemy, he was giving us.
Man, but I love that because here is someone who lives in Denver, who is not just going to turn his back on his hometown team for whatever reason, whether he's from there or his dad's from there, whatever.
Yeah.
But here he's listening to our show and is talking about what's best for Bo. You know what I mean? Like
here's a recipe to beat the Bengals. You just have to complete some passes.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I actually love that, Dylan. Look, and I've said this before. If you dislike another human being because of what professional football team and the color of the laundry, come on. Like this is the toy aisle. We got serious stuff going on in life. This isn't one of them. But no, that's great. And look, I'll say this too, and I'm not saying this to alarm anyone. But the lack of, and it's still early, so take these next numbers with a grain of salt because it's early. These numbers are fluid. It's September. Things will change. But this offense has struggled, and believe it or not, through 3 games, they've actually played 2 bottom 10 defenses. The Titans' defense ranks 28th, and the Colts' defense ranks 23rd. So Chargers were a different animal, but it's not like you're not sequencing from the 85 Bears and then to the 2015 Broncos and the 2001 Bucks. Like these 2 of the 3 opponents actually right now are bottom 10 defenses. So.
Yeah, but also for playing the Chargers, like you were literally one play if you connect with one of those balls from beating the Chargers, who has a really good defense.
Right.
So you're right there. You have to make the plays, and this is where for Sean it's like you have to give him kudos because Sean has schemed up a couple big time plays that are wide open. And Bo's not taking advantage of them. And then that's the real, like you like to say, this is the truth.
Yep.
Now, also when it comes to pressure, this is, again, on Sean. Speaking a lot before the season started, putting his quarterback in a situation where it's like, hey, I talked about you highly to the world. Now go out there and show it. But yet you're only in year 2. You're going to make a bunch of mistakes on the way to becoming a franchise quarterback.
All right. Taylor is on the line with us. Taylor, appreciate you listening. What do you got?
What up, Zach? I've met you a couple times, and I go to Chaparral High School. Shout out. I love listening to you guys.
Love that.
17 years old. Right. Anyways, my take right now is that we should have probably just kept Devon Bailey. I'm surprised you haven't even talked about that once. Devon Bailey was a huge part of that offense, and I think if Devon Bailey was there, maybe if he got 4 or 5 more extra reps, he would have been able to actually, get those passes too.
Oh, where is it? I don't have it. I don't have it here in front of me. No, Taylor, I appreciate you. Did you come to a draft party?
I've come to multiple.
Yeah, I remember you with your dad, man. I appreciate the support for our show and you listening and chiming in as a high school student. Appreciate the call.
Of course, man.
You know what? The Vele stuff, I'm not going to – look, I said what I said at the time, and I know I was the loudest voice on it, and what's done is done.
Yeah.
Did I like it? No. Didn't make much sense to me that you had the most successful offense in 10 years in Denver, and you got rid of the guy who had the second most receptions as a wide receiver and the second most big plays and all that stuff. Doesn't make sense to me. But I can't come in here every day and talk about Devon Bailey.
No, but also, look at the struggles that the Denver Broncos are facing.
Right.
They can't convert on a third down. And for Vele was that guy, that big body receiver that started to get comfortable of catching those dirty balls down the middle of the field to move the chains on third down.
Right.
So, I mean, it's there. It's there. Now, Pat Bryant, who's supposed to be like Michael Thomas, the slant god, we got to see more of him on third downs to move the chains.
And we'll see if we start to see more Pat Bryant integrated on those third downs on Monday night. We'll get to one more here in just a second because I think we have enough time for just one more. But I love that, because I remember that young kid Taylor, and I'll tell you this, that was me, legit, Phil. That was me as a high school kid calling into my local radio shows, trying to win contests, trying to get on the air and share my sports opinion. And then it was a couple of years later, I'd be calling into national shows, Jim Rome show, and getting on the air. And so I just love that. That we have a teenager like that listening to us that's passionate and listens to we got time for one more, Dante. Who we got here? Ossetto. Appreciate you listening. What do you got, man?
Yeah, hello.
What do you got, man?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
We're great. What do you got?
Hey, man, I just want to say you guys are great. Hey, Phillip Lindsay. Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Just want to say, hey, morning, afternoon, night, man. I'm always listening to you guys. Big fan. Hey, Phillip Lindsay, your rookie season was badass, man. That was awesome. I just want to say, Bo Nix, man, he just needs to settle down. Maybe his girlfriend needs to give him a great night, a nice, happy ending. And hopefully we had a W this weekend, man. It's Monday.
All right, there we go. Ossetto. He just solved all the Broncos' problems.
We'll get that back to Bo.
He needs a nice night with his wife with a happy end. Boom.
There we go.
Just figured it out. Pressure's off.
Solved all the world's problems.
Oh, you cannot make it up. I absolutely love it. ESPN counted down their top 10 players heading into the NBA season. Did they get it right with Jokic? We'll talk about that happy ending to that list coming up next.
Do the Broncos have a problem that goes beyond the playbook?
Your football team is undisciplined. Figure it out. Last year, you told the Carolina Panthers, play better, right? When you wanted to rub their nose in it. Hey, Sean, coach better.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Let's go. You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack.
But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Let's talk about your hair. If you're losing it and desire it back, then do what I did and go see Dr. Tanya Pauls at Advanced Hair Restoration. Their simple one-day treatment offers life-changing results that I can personally attest to. Guys, it's not magic, but close to it. They put hair where you need it the most, and bam, it grows. It's actually science. Advanced Hair has it all. Top-rated Dr. Tanya Pauls, modern technology, and best of all, you get your very own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day. Advanced Hair even guarantees it to grow for life. So schedule your free consultation today. Call 720-459-HAIR and you'll get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. That's 720-459-HAIR. Advanced Hair is the winner of Westward's Best of Denver, and they've changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. Become inspired with the before and afters at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Attention Denver fans, Twin Peaks is your game day headquarters all season long, and they're giving away exclusive Denver jerseys just for showing up. Catch every Denver game at Twin Peaks, and you could score big. Just ask your Twin Peaks girl for all the details. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
CU fans, keep your fix going with Denver Sports CU Football Post-Game Recap. Available every home game exclusively on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Presented by Corwin Toyota Boulder. Family driven for over 100 years.
At Tallgrass, we're proud to support the Rockies, the mountains, and the team. Learn more about affordable energy for all at tallgrass.com. And go Rockies!
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Select Help, how can we help?
Hi, my CEO needs a POV on the ROI of HDHPs. By EOD.
Okay, so you're a small business. Let's start there.
How'd you know that?
Let's just say it's not my first RODEO. Get it? Rodeo.
Oh, right. Letters.
Let's get started.
Real people, real answers in real time. Select Health. Insurance made simple. Learn more at selecthealth.org.
Whether it's kickoff, halftime, or the final drive, fuel your football season at Dickey's Barbecue Pits. Order the 2 Can Dine for $29.99 deal. 2 meat plates stacked with pit smoke flavor. Or go for the new Triple Play Combo. A classic sandwich, savory side, and a big yellow cup for just $12.99. No matter who you're rooting for, great barbecue is always a win. Dickey's Barbecue Pit, legit. Texas barbecue.
When you're hurt in a car crash or on the job, Postman Law delivers. Don't just hope for help, demand results. Others promise. Postman delivers with ease, speed, and results. Call 844-POSTMAN today. That's 844-POSTMAN.
Hey, Stokely here, and let me tell you, fall golf is the best golf Colorado has to offer, and it's not too late to get fully dialed in for the last few months of the season. At Embers Golf in Westminster, they're not just selling golf clubs, they're crafting a journey for golf lovers like you. It's a boutique-style shop, family-owned, with 2 hitting bays, all the major brands, and fully upgraded custom shafts. Come in for a full bag fitting. Trust me, there's nothing else like it around. Embers Golf, where your golf journey begins.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's going on right now.
Get our lowest prices of the year on everything diamond at Williams Jewelers.
Shop the largest selection of gorgeous loose GIA diamonds. Every shape, every size, and price range.
But hurry, it all ends Saturday at 5 p.m.
Want to partake in our contest? Check out the rules at DenverSports.com.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Saturday on 104.3 HD2, Air Force football faces Hawaii with pregame starting at 1:30. Then on The Fan, home of the Colorado State Rams, CSU football faces Washington State with pregame starting at 4:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
Every day at 3:30, the drive comes off the top rope to hit you with a 1, 2, 3.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Denver.
Tape your wrists, stretch your spandex, and oil your hair. Here's Zach and Phil with today's 3 count on the drive.
All right, let's come off the top rope with it. 1. All righty. That was freaking hilarious, dude. I don't care.
No, that was a great time.
That was hilarious. Just took a couple calls for the first time in a while. And, well, there's a reason we only do it once in a while. but I'm glad that we did, man.
I love it.
So good. So funny. All right, so let's talk about this ESPN counting down this list. All right, top 100 players. We talked about 5 Denver Nuggets already appearing on the list before they got to Nikola Jokic. All right, so that was pretty cool. And today the top 10 came out, and it went like this. 10th best player in the NBA, Jalen Brunson. 9th best player in the NBA, Kevin Durant, still on this list. 8th, LeBron James, still on the top 10 list.
Now, LeBron's what, 40?
Yeah.
42?
I'm pretty sure it's either this year. Yeah, I think it's this year he's going to pass Vince Carter for the most seasons ever played in NBA history.
That's wild.
And I think that at a certain point, if he stays healthy, he is going to pass Robert Parrish for most NBA games ever played. So he still comes in at 8 on this list. 7th is Steph Curry. Again, I mean, these are 3 of these 4 players that are in the top 10. These guys are super old. Through the lens of NBA players. The 6th best player in the NBA, according to ESPN's Top 100, is Ant-Man. This next one was pretty surprising to me, but it's not shocking, but pretty surprising. The 5th best player on ESPN's Top 100 is Victor Wembanyama.
Wemby.
Yeah, and I just think to put him as 5th already, he's never even won a playoff game. So that was just a little bit strong for me right now.
Where would you have him at?
13, 10, and 11, just outside. I mean, he's that good. He impacts the game on both ends to a degree that, I mean, defensively, just I've never seen anything like it. But 5th already, after not winning a playoff series ever, I don't know, just a little bit too much too soon. Maybe that's just the old school in me.
Make him earn it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I like it. Make him earn it.
4th best player in the NBA on the ESPN's Top 100, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3rd best player, Luka Doncic.
Luka.
2nd best player on ESPN's Top 100.
Don't make me mad, Zach.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. For the 2nd straight year, Nikola Jokic, number 1 on this list.
That's what I'm talking about. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's great. Jokic is the best basketball player out there playing the game. We all know that. You can discuss. You can't even discuss it anymore. You can't argue it. Now for Jokic, you got to continue to stay healthy to help this team win the NBA Finals.
Think about this. Look at the top 5 players in this league, according to this list, because I know some folks might disagree. Nikola Jokic, number 1, from Serbia. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 2, from Canada. Luka Doncic, number 3, from Slovenia. Giannis Antetokounmpo, number 4, from Greece. And Victor Wembanyama, Wemby, from France. Not one American in the top 5. And I've been talking about this for many, many years. It's a big world out there. And basketball is a poor man's game. You don't need much to play. It's not hockey. It's not baseball. It's not football. Anyone can play. It's similar to soccer, where you can dribble a soccer ball by yourself and aim at stuff and shoot at stuff. Like, that's basketball. Most times you don't even need a ball. You can just show up where people are playing and play. I grew up playing with guys who wore Timberland boots when they played. And the world has caught up with our game. And I think that while it stings me a little bit, because I happen to be patriotic and root for our American players.
I mean, look at it. All 5 of them are out of the country. That's insane.
It is.
Wemby has to go now. You're right. He's not number 5. Put Ant-Man there.
Yeah. And look at the last 5 All-Americans. Ant, Steph, LeBron, KD, Brunson. So it's
But there's going to be a showdown this year. There's going to be that showdown where you have
the All-Star game.
Yeah.
How
do you think that's going to go? I know we'll talk about it more as it goes on. I'm just interested in knowing what you think right now.
You want to know what? I think they already tinkered with it. Did you guys see that? I think there's going to be like a 3rd team, I want to say. They're not doing the just international against American players, which is what everyone wants to see. They have you look at They need to figure that weekend out or just cancel it. The NFL couldn't figure it out. They just canceled it. No one talks about it anymore.
Yeah.
So just if you can't figure it out, just cancel it. You know, we don't talk about an exhibition like we talk about the NBA's All-Star game in any other sport. So we'll see what it actually looks like. But I can't even answer your question.
Yeah,
It stinks.
Doesn't matter anymore.
All right, next in the 3 count.
1, 2.
2-1 Cardinals host the 2-1 Seattle Seahawks. Thursday Night Football. A good matchup here. Seattle is a 1.5-point favorite. Arizona will be wearing the new Nike Rivals jersey. Do you like anyone here? Now, Dante, I want to hear from you as well behind the glass.
I mean, Trey McBride. The tight end over there, he's amazing. He's awesome. And he's picking up steam this year. He's doing well. The Cardinals are a team that they're starting to come around. They should have beat the 49ers.
Yeah, they had them.
Found a way to lose that one. But I like the Cardinals in this one. I really do like the Cardinals and Kyler Murray and what's going on now. James Conner, who I know pretty well, he's done for the year because of an ankle. So that's going to be interesting to see how the Cardinals are able to run the ball on the ground without big old James Conner there to carry the load.
Dante, huge Cardinals fan, Arizona guy behind the glass. How do you diagnose the matchup?
I think it's going to be a close game. Cardinals-Seahawks is usually always close. Weird stuff happens, pick sixes, fumbles, whatever. But, yeah, I'm expecting like 23-20, 17-16, within like 4 points. It feels like it's going to be a close game. Don't know where it's going to go, but I think it'll be a good, entertaining game.
Okay. All right. Hope you guys enjoy that tonight. Kickoff not too long after we get off the air.
1, 2, 3!
The Ryder Cup tees off tomorrow. And I sent someone to the Ryder Cup. The Battle at Bethpage Black. All you needed to do was scan the QR code or the cutout of me and
just simple.
The 5 Aurora locations. So someone from Colorado is going to be at Bethpage Black tomorrow.
Look exactly. I did that. That was me.
You're welcome.
My beautiful face.
No, kidding aside, it's pretty cool that we did send someone as a station there. They tee off tomorrow morning. With a full weekend of great college and NFL football. I know you're not like a huge golf watcher, are you?
Yeah, no. It's hard for me to watch golf. Now I want to play it. I'm not good at it, but watching it is just hard to do, especially with college football going on. You gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'll watch. I'll have my eye on it. Been a little bit of, I guess, controversy. Can you say controversy with the Americans taking a $200,000 stipend? You guys see that? They get $500,000, $300,000 has to go to charity, $200,000 goes to them. They've never gotten paid before. The Europeans are not getting paid. They asked the Europeans if they wanted to get paid. They unanimously said no. There's been a little bit of scuttlebutt.
Okay, so they're the good guys,
with
right?
that. Well, that's how it's being framed in some circles. Drew, because you're a huge college football fan, and obviously you're an NFL fan, but you're a huge golf fan. How much will this occupy your weekend?
Honestly, probably not a ton. Like, I would bet in the mornings before college football and the NFL start, I will probably watch. And if things are close, like if the U.S. is in the running on Sunday when they go with the one-on-one matches, I'll probably have it on like a second TV. But I bet it'll occupy maybe 20-25% of my watching on the weekend.
Okay. Dante, will you watch this? Because you love golf.
I do love golf.
Love watching golf.
Probably not. College football is just going to dominate my Saturday.
Yeah.
And I mean, that goes until midnight. It starts at 10 a.m. So,
right.
No room for that. Maybe Sunday, like Drew said, before the NFL kicks off.
But even Sunday, you have the game overseas that's starting first thing in the morning.
Oh,
yeah,
do
true.
we?
Yes.
Oh.
That's
yeah,
right.
so I probably won't catch any of it.
What is it, Vikings Steelers Sunday morning?
I believe so. Yeah. Vikings Steelers.
Aaron Rodgers against a backup.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that.
Come on. Hey, Wentz looked pretty good last
he did look
week.
Good. Against the Cincinnati defense, the Bo Nix better light up.
Yeah, we'll see. Do you guys see Rory earlier today? Now, he's obviously Irish, but he came out and said, I mean, it was like kind of caught me off guard. He said, the United States of America is the greatest country in the world. Like,
hey, he's not telling a lie. He's like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, but from someone from Ireland to be able, like, to say that it was, and the comments are going viral. Check them out if you haven't. But that was just interesting to hear. All right, who wins more games this season? I'm almost scared to ask. Colorado or Colorado State? That's next.
To help the Broncos turn things around, does Sean Payton need to simplify things on offense?
Hey, we're trying all this new stuff on offense. How'd that work out? You're 1-2. Hey, we're mixing in a bunch of personnel packages. How'd that work out? It's not working. So if you can simplify things, help out Bo, run the ball just a little bit more, get something from RJ Harvey, you're going to need more contributions from the players and the talent that you've assembled this offseason.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Wow, Leslie, your fireplace really sucks.
I beg your pardon?
Well, what I mean is your fireplace is literally sucking all the air out of your house and right up the chimney every time you burn it.
Well, what can I do about it?
Well, you could get a high-efficiency gas insert from Cozy Heat. It keeps all the air you already pay the utility company to heat, and it returns up to 80% of the fire's heat back into your house.
I'd use my fireplace every chance I get if I could do that. Maybe my furnace wouldn't need to run so much.
Well, that's the whole point. Hi, this is Keith Lair with Lair Fireplace and Patio, along with my niece Leslie, to tell you how a gas insert from Cozy Heat will give you the incentive to use your fireplace again. Cozy Heat gas fireplaces and inserts are made to crank out the heat with beauty and style.
Lair's is Denver's oldest, most trusted name in fireplaces. Family owned and operated since 1954.
We'll even give you a free in-home quote, including expert installation by our own certified in-house installers.
Find us on the web at lairfireplacepatio.com.
For top quality Cozy Heat fireplaces and inserts, it's Lair Fireplace and Patio, Denver's fireplace experts.
Join Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan and Samuel Adams at Mile High Station on Monday, September 29th from 4 to 6:15 p.m. for the Fan Football pregame show. Get your head in the game with orange and blue face painting and ice cold Oktoberfest. See you there.
The right financial strategies can make a huge difference, especially if you're nearing retirement. Adam Mueller talks retirement strategies with Mile High Money. Saturday mornings at 8 on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Winter and the holidays will be here before you know it. Don't wait to upgrade your home. Order windows or siding from 5280 Exteriors before the Colorado snow flies. Enjoy low interest financing for 15 years, often better than your bank, with no prepayment penalty. Stay warm, boost your home's value, and pay less each month. Prices go up every year, so lock in your free quote today. Host the next game day party at your house. Call 5280 Exteriors now and see how low your monthly payment can go. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
I just saw 2 houses for sale. Same neighborhood, almost identical, but one had an Orchard sign and it sold for way more. So I asked my friends at Orchard, why? The first house used a traditional agent. After weeks of price drops and frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard and got more. Their local Orchard agent didn't just list a home, they marketed it. They knew exactly which upgrades would attract serious buyers and brought in a pro to handle everything. And even more, with Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, the homeowner moved into their new home before their old one even hit the market. They skipped all the hassles and showings. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard, the smarter, faster, hassle-free way to buy your new home, even before your old home sells. Start with Orchard's free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's Fall Football Sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game and the go-to spot for football season with wall-to-wall TVs, hearty eats, ice-cold drinks, and of course, those scenic views. It's a full-on experience whether you're catching college or pro games this season. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
Injured in an accident? Call Postman Law. Our attorneys have recovered over $3 billion for clients, fighting and winning nationwide. Others promise, Postman delivers. Call 844-POSTMAN now for your free consultation. That's 844-POSTMAN.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan's brought to you by Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Football is back, and it's time for you to get in the game. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is here to help, and we're giving away a PlayStation 5 bundle. Download the Denver Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a PS5 console, a 70-inch flat-screen TV, plus copies of Madden 26 and College Football 26. Don't wait. Download the Denver Sports app now. 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
As we continue to roll here on a Thursday.
Like the timing. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. I'm almost scared to ask, and I don't know which fan base could get pissed off more here. But who do we think is going to win more football games this year? CU or CSU?
Ooh-wee.
And a different question, because they're have different win totals right now, like who wins more games from here on out is a different question. So CSU is 1-2 with the 1 win coming over Northern Colorado, which came in controversial fashion.
Hey, they cheated those boys out. Those young men out there for Northern Colorado, they should have a victory. What were they fighting about before the game, about the record throughout their time?
Oh, yes. The 2 schools were disagreeing what the all-time record was.
Yeah.
But Northern Colorado had won 1 game in the previous 2 years. I mean, that would have been a big deal for those kids. Yeah. It didn't work out. Okay. So CSU is 1-2. Colorado is 2-2. Colorado is going to have the harder schedule comparatively. Well, I guess even that's up for debate because each of it is relative. But as you kind of look at this thing, who do you forecast to win more games?
I mean, looking at Colorado State and who they have coming up, I mean, UNLV is good. New Mexico is good. Boise State.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be hard to beat these teams. I see 2 teams CSU could handle. Wyoming.
Handle or just beat?
Let's go beat.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
Beat. Wyoming and Air Force. Those 2 teams right there, CSU has a chance.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying they don't have a chance in these other games, but it's going to be hard. San Diego State's another one. Washington State. Are you going to beat Washington State this Saturday? I don't think Colorado State can do it. Washington State's playing well. But then you look on CU side, I mean, that's tough. So I'm going to go with this, Zach. I'm going to go Colorado is going to win more games than CSU. Do I need to tell you how many, or can I just leave it at that?
Colorado will win more games than CSU. No, you could just leave it right there for now. Well, no, actually, tell me how many. Tell me how many. How many games will CU win and how many games will CSU win?
CSU's going to win 4. They're going to win 2 more. CU, I still have them win 6.
Really?
Yeah. They're gonna beat West Virginia. They're going to beat BYU.
Okay.
Because BYU, there's context to the reason why BYU is doing so well right now, and they're ranked 25 now. They're a disciplined, tough team. I still believe Colorado is a better team, a more athletic team. Now they got to show it. And I think that there's going to be one Arizona. Now, Arizona is a tougher opponent than I thought going into this year.
Same. They're 3-0. They have Iowa State on Saturday.
There you go. But things can change. So those are my 3.
Hold on. No, you needed 4. Because you said they'll get to 6. And you gave me 3. 2 plus 3 is 5.
Yeah, you're right. You
need to get to 1 more. Which is it going to be?
Kansas State.
All right.
Last game of the year, Kansas State. Kansas State is not playing good football. I'm surprised. I had Kansas State up there as a team that can compete for the Big 12 championship. Shame on me. They're 1-3 right now. I can see us pulling it off at the end of the year, having that chance. It's like that last game.
Yeah.
You have 5 wins. You need 1 more. Kansas State, bring that ass here. Let's get the win. So 6 wins.
Yeah, K-State's bad. They've fallen so far below expectations. They're 1-3, and their 1 win came in a nail-biter against an FCS team, North Dakota. Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I don't agree. But it does make sense, and it lives within reality.
Okay. So why don't you agree? Who are you going with? Like, what's your deal?
Oh, God. The reality is this is going to be a real struggle for both of these teams. And we are heading into week 5, and both teams have already replaced quarterbacks. Now, CU has put him back in. The guy that they replaced, they put him back in. So we're back to where we started against Georgia Tech with Caden Salter.
Yeah.
But you look at, and Colorado State is benching Braden Fowler Nicolosi. I wouldn't be surprised if he's back in a month from now. So it's going to be tough sledding for each. I don't know how well Washington State's playing, as you said.
Colorado State can beat Hawaii.
They can beat Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii really struggles when they come off the Big Island and they come here.
Wyoming.
Wyoming's going to be tough.
No, it is, and it's a rivalry game.
I'm going to say
on the road.
I'm going to say Colorado State will end up with more wins, and I don't feel comfortable about it. I really don't, because I think the rest of the season could be pretty bleak for both of these teams, and that's not because how I want it to be. That's because how I forecast it to be. 3 consecutive top 25 opponents for CU. BYU's their best chance, but I still wouldn't pick them to win the game, especially when that injury report came out yesterday. That I have real questions.
Well, don't show up on Friday now, Zach. I thought you were going to wait until Friday to tell me this.
Well, we'll see with the actual prediction, but for right now, as I sit here on Thursday, I don't think they're going to win any of the next 3.
Oh, man, come on.
Utah in Salt Lake is going to be very difficult to beat. Arizona is much better than we all thought.
For sure, but like these are also games that these are 2 or 3 games from now.
Yeah.
And things are going to happen. Just like Colorado losing a couple of their players that we know that they need, Utah's going to go through that. Arizona, hopefully Colorado can stay healthy.
Yeah.
And then you don't know how they're going to look. Utah just got done getting that butt whooped by Texas Tech. Now, Texas Tech is a really good team.
Yes, they are.
But what does that look like for Utah moving forward? Do they start losing confidence because of that?
I'll say CU wins 2 more games and gets to 4. And I'll go with Kansas State and West Virginia are the 2 remaining wins on the schedule. And I would be, they can go out there and prove me wrong for sure. And unfortunately, I don't have too much more of a bright outlook for CSU, but I'll have them beating I'll have them beating Hawaii. I will have them beating Washington State, and I will have them beating Air Force, who has given up 49 in back-to-back weeks. And I think that CSU will win 5 and CU will win 4. We'll check back in on this maybe in a couple weeks.
I did not see you saying you're going to have Colorado State beating Washington State. I could see like Air Force at the end of the year, and Air Force is a team that's still.
Yeah, they're building.
Yeah, but Washington State.
Yeah, I mean they
new quarterback this week. No bueno.
I mean, is a new quarterback good? Washington State has allowed 59 points in back-to-back games.
You said this the other week, though, about it was going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Now, one of them was against Washington. They hung 59 on them. The other one was North Texas. They lost 59-10. They beat Idaho earlier in the year for one of their wins. So CSU can get a jolt with the new quarterback and find a way to win that game at home. That game is at home. So I'll have CSU winning 5. I'll have CU winning 4. Dante, if you don't mind taking that down so we can just keep track of it here moving forward. And I want to hear from you guys, too, by the way. I want to hear from you guys behind the glasses following this sport as closely as you do. All right, trivia here on a Thursday coming up next.
Just a month into the NFL season, have the Broncos already found themselves on the outside looking in?
A lot of football left, but AFC West is gone. There's no chance that they can win the AFC West. Can you still make the playoffs? Can you still have a good season? Yeah, but you got to learn how to hit wide open receivers, and you got to learn how to close out games if you're the defense.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Another summer has ended, and you may have noticed that your energy is lower, your workouts aren't as productive, perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feel foggy all the time, maybe even your sex drive is off. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. You need to call us at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic and get treated for your low T, because living with low testosterone is no way to live. With our low T treatments, if you're like most guys, your life will change considerably. Improved sleep, better energy, greater gains in the gym, better mental clarity, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. Plus, most men see these results in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes PSA and T-test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
What's going on, everybody? Phillip Lindsay here, and I want to tell you about my new obsession. That's with Daisy's French Onion Dip. One of my guilty pleasures during football season is eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching any big-time game. And now that Daisy's has come out with a delicious Daisy French Onion Dip, along with a Daisy Ranch Dip, guys, these are definitely game changers that you're not going to want to miss out on. They're as delicious as a homemade dip, and they're made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients that you can find in your own kitchen. So if you want to be blown away like I was, then you need to give Daisy's French Onion Dip a try today. You can find Daisy's French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
Your roof's the single most important part of your house. Snow and high winds can damage your roof. Don't trust your roof to any fly-by-night roofing companies. Call the professionals at Golden Spike for a free roof inspection and tell them you heard about it on The Fan. They're a locally owned company and a Team Dave Logan member.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
You could save thousands of dollars on the products your business uses the most with the Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred Pricing. Registering is free and easy. Just have your tax ID or business or contractor's license ready. But don't wait. The current preferred pricing benefit will end on November 15th. Visit your local Pro Desk to register now and unlock the deepest savings on the products you choose.
Time's running out, Colorado. Castle Rock Chevy GMC has supercharged savings on your favorite EVs. With the clock's ticking, September 30th is your last chance to claim the $7,500 federal EV tax credit. They've got a massive lineup of electric powerhouses, GMC Hummer EVs, Sierra Truck EVs, and Chevy's Equinox, Blazer, and Silverado EVs, all ready to roll off the lot. Whether you're chasing adventure or cutting your carbon footprint, Castle Rock Chevy GMC has your perfect EV match. But hurry, when the tax credit ends, so do the deals. Visit Castle Rock Chevy GMC today. Castle Rock Chevrolet GMC, where Colorado drives Chevy and GMC, and where Chevy drives America.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Prime Big Deal Days are coming October 7th and 8th. Save up to 40% on items you've been eyeing. It's the perfect time to shop and save big.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Saturday on 104.3 HD2. Air Force football faces Hawaii with pregame starting at 1:30. Then on The Fan, home of the Colorado State Rams, CSU football faces Washington State with pregame starting at 4:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
You're listening to The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, as we roll along here, going to play some trivia after talking a little college football. And a listener saying, hey, where's the 5th win for CSU? For me, he said, just like Phil's math with CU's, your math didn't math either. 1 + 3 is 4. I think he's right. I think I did more wins from here on out, but since CU only has 1 win and CU has 2, even though I had CSU winning an additional game from here on out.
And I thought for some reason CSU had won 2 games already. For some odd reason.
Yeah, well, no, yeah. Yeah, 1 and 2.
And CSU should be 0-3.
They very well could be. They very well could be. Okay. The morning show went 3-1 this morning. Is that right? All right. They were complaining about the Texas question.
Yeah, which is very ironic because we almost didn't do it because we thought it was going to be too easy.
Literally. And I was like, I'm not sure we should ask. The question was, who were the 2 coaches in between Mac Brown and Sark? I said Stokely's going to be all over that. You guys heard me say that behind the.
Yeah.
Well, Stokely was all over it. He just couldn't remember the names.
Yeah. Charlie Strong came from Louisville and Tom Herman, who came from Houston. But that's the question they got wrong. I did not think that was going to happen. All right, so let's play. Let's put our heads together. Dante Gomez, hit the music.
Question number 1. The Colorado Rockies are one of 5 current Major League Baseball teams that have never won a World Series. Name the other 4.
Wow. So okay.
Seattle Mariners are 1.
Let's go.
Didn't they ask us this
I
once?
think they did.
Close to it.
Yeah, they might have.
Was it? But it was a while ago. But I remember as soon as you said Mariners, that was one. That was okay. All right, let's talk through this and see if we can get this. The Mariners are 1.
Tampa Bay is 2.
Tampa Bay is 2.
Milwaukee is 3.
Milwaukee Brewers are 3.
The Rangers were on the list, but they just won.
They just won recently.
The Padres have been a couple times,
Padres.
but not
Never
won it.
won it.
Yep.
So San Diego. And then that's it.
Yep.
They're 1 of 5. Right? They're 1 of 5, and we needed the other 4.
That's
the
it.
Mariners, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Milwaukee Brewers, and the San Diego Padres.
Yeah.
Phil, you go with that?
Oh, yeah.
Dante, thumbs up?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, final answer. Mariners, Rays, Milwaukee Brewers, San Diego Padres. Send it in.
Send it in, Jerome!
Answer: the Milwaukee Brewers, San Diego Padres, Tampa Bay Rays, and Seattle Mariners.
Bang. Want to
Let's
know.
go.
Want to know. Lightweight. 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 You guys ever see that power lifter? Lightweight. All right, next question.
Name the only NFL team to have never played on Thanksgiving Day.
Ooh.
Damn. Don't we get a multiple choice here?
Yeah, 32 multiple choices.
I mean, goodness gracious.
The first one that comes to my mind is Houston because of the newest team in the league.
The Houston Texans.
Yeah.
That's a good thought. You got to basically eliminate everybody from the NFC Central and the NFC East. Because
The
obviously
NFC Central?
Well, sorry, I went back old school. Back in the day. The North, sorry.
Drew's old school.
Okay.
I'm old
Come
school.
on now.
The Texans might have played on Thanksgiving last year.
At night.
Or is that
I think they might have, actually.
Because I remember I was in my basement with my kids and I had hung a TV up there recently and I was watching the Texans. Now, don't get mad at me, but it could have been like on Christmas too. I don't know. It was somewhere around the holidays.
I think they played Kansas City on Christmas. Because I think that was the one where Beyonce played the halftime show on Netflix.
On Netflix.
It was.
And it was in Houston. It was in
It was
Houston.
in Houston, yes.
That was Christmas though.
Correct.
That was Christmas.
Another team that comes to mind because they're not a real popular team would be Jacksonville. I can see the Jags never having played on Thanksgiving.
Who wants to see the Jags on Thanksgiving?
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's too wide of a net. I have no idea. I mean,
You think it's Jacksonville?
I don't hate Jacksonville, but just based on vibes, the Chargers don't feel like a Thanksgiving team.
But I could see them have played on like Thanksgiving night. Now they started doing the night games. I could see them have played on Thanksgiving night. And at some point, maybe have played the Cowboys.
I mean,
It's such a random guess.
But then let's go with Jacksonville.
I think Jacksonville. Let's try it.
sure. Let's go Jacksonville. Send it in.
Send it in, Jerome!
Answer: the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, good job, Drew.
Are you kidding me?
I can't believe we got that.
Are you kidding me?
So
oh
Houston-
my gosh!
Houston did play on Thanksgiving. I wonder if they did play last year. Is that?
I don't know, but they tried to get us, but we rose above it. Wow,
That was. I'll be honest. That was an incredibly lucky guess.
that's insane.
I'm just thinking of a team that's not real popular.
Sure.
That you wouldn't want on a Thursday night. And Houston, I thought was a good choice. I just thought Jacksonville might be a better one because they're never any good.
All right, next question.
Question number 3: golf. There are 4 rookies playing this weekend for the U.S. Ryder Cup team. Name 3 of them.
Is Keegan Bradley one of them?
Not a rookie, no.
Not a rookie?
No, he's not playing either.
Wait. They mean right, but he's the captain, right?
He's the captain.
Wait, so hold on. Did they mean like in the? It's their rookie for the Ryder Cup,
Correct,
right?
correct.
Okay.
I think, is Cameron Young playing?
I don't know.
I just laughed.
I don't know.
Cameron Young.
I don't know.
Come on, Drew.
JJ Spawn
I mean,
might be another one.
Spawn's a good answer. I think he's on the team, and I've not heard his name before this
I
year.
can guarantee JJ Spawn's never played before.
I like
all right,
Spawn.
so let's go Spawn. That's a good one.
I'm thinking Cameron Young.
Cam Young. Perfect.
I love
DeChambeau's played before.
He's played before. Justin Thomas has played before. Morikawa.
Who's the guy that kind of looks like Jason Day, but it's not Jason Day?
JJ Spawn.
No.
Ish.
Is there one that's like gonna be older that it's his first time? Because right, it's their first time ever playing in the.
And we have to name 4?
3 of
we
the
have
4.
to- we gotta name
3 of the
3.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
So JJ Spawn, Cam Young, like those.
Man, I'm drawing a blank here.
No clue. No clue.
No. Russell Henley? Is Russell Henley on the team?
No clue. It's football season.
All right, let's go with Russell Henley, J.J. Spawn, and what was the other one? Was it Cam Young? Just because I don't have any better guesses.
All right, so J.J. Spawn, Cam Young, and Russ Henley?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Send it in. Final answer.
Send it in, Jerome!
Ben Griffin, Russell Henley, J.J. Spawn, and Cameron Young.
Give it to Drew. He's gonna make.
I'm on a heater, man. I'm going home.
Oh my gosh!
Holy
Seriously, just take off. We'll see you
wow.
Monday.
Well, I gotta stay around for one more.
All right. You want to do that now, or you want to do it? Yeah, let's do it right now.
Question number 4 is a who am I? I was drafted number 1 overall in the first USFL draft, and I set several single-season passing records in the NFL on the way to a Hall of Fame career. Who am I?
So number 1 pick in the USFL draft.
I believe he was one of, like the famous NFL 6 quarterback draft. I think he's one of those 6.
But the first name that came to my mind was Jim Kelly.
Wasn't he part of that draft class?
Yeah, the '83 class.
Yes, I think it was like him or Dan Marino.
I don't think. I think Jim Kelly.
He was in the USF.
Well,
they were drafted
I think
by the USFL.
Drafted by the USFL,
Right, okay.
and I think that there was even some talk because Jim Kelly did not want to go to Buffalo. He was playing college at Miami and did not want to go to Buffalo, and I think that there was maybe a better location.
Another name that popped in my mind was Warren Moon.
Yeah, well, Warren Moon started in the CFL.
That's right, it was the CFL. Okay. Yeah.
And
I'm pretty sure he's one of the 6 quarterbacks from '83.
You're talking about Jim Kelly.
No, the answer to this question.
Yeah.
Well, Jim Kelly's part of that.
Well, Jim Kelly came to mind because I remember there was something, this is before I was born, but I remember learning that there was something where Kelly, despite living in Buffalo for the rest of his life after his career, did not want to go to Buffalo. Because if you don't know, you're like, that's freezing, that stinks, I don't want to go there.
Buffalo.
Watch your mouth. That's my guess.
I like it.
Yeah, but Dan Marino would be the only other one on the list, but I feel like Kelly is probably a pretty darn good answer.
Okay, let's try it. We're up against it. We got to give it an answer. Let's go. My uncle, Jim Kelly. Final answer.
Send it in, Jerome!
Answer, Dan Marino.
Oh, dang.
It was there.
Dang.
It was. I just didn't feel confident about it at all.
And I wouldn't be shocked, though, if Jim Kelly was drafted there as well, but just wasn't the number 1 pick.
Right.
We can look that up in the commercial break. So 3-1, though?
3-1, we'll take it.
Drew Spivak, MVP of the day.
You're welcome.
MVP of the day.
Take the day off.
Thank you.
The rest of the day off.
All right, the Broncos are doing one really important thing worse than anybody else in pro football. We'll talk about it next.
Do the Broncos have a problem that goes beyond the playbook?
Your football team is undisciplined. Figure it out. Last year, you told the Carolina Panthers, play better, right? When you wanted to rub their nose in it. Hey, Sean, coach better.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
After I came home from Iraq, I could still hear the booms. Makes it hard to be a good mom.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
Thanks to DAV, I was able to begin to heal.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories great and small.
My victory is being able to be here for my children.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Brandon Stokel here from my team, ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Do you need a new furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump? ROX Rocks Heating and Air makes it incredibly easy with their new, free, no obligation online heating and cooling quote. It takes less than 5 minutes and gives you options instantly. No calls, no waiting, and transparent pricing. Only at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
This is Jeff for Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we help Greg.
Hi, my name is Greg. I've been a patient of Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic for over 10 years. I noticed that I was really tired. I was lethargic. I didn't sleep really well, and I was overweight. My waist was 4 inches over what it should have been. It was really difficult for me to lose the body shape I didn't like. And of course, my marriage, yes. No man in their 40s wants to have low libido in their marriage. I'm really thankful for this therapy because it just makes me feel the man I want to be, active, at home, everywhere. If you're feeling like I was, call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today and get checked. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Thanks, Greg. It's true. Low T therapy will likely change your life. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Do you want the lowest rate for life? Get our 4.75 5-year fixed. APR is 5.89.
Did you say 4.75% fixed for 5 years?
Yes.
Yeah, I want that, but what if rates fall?
Our lowest rate for life program takes over. If rates fall even as little as 0.5%, we can redo your loan with no lender fees and no appraisal fee and no limits to the number of times used. Only at U.S. Mortgages. Call 303 low rate or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Restore your bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning hair with the same simple one-day treatment I receive from Dr. Tanya Pauls of Advanced Hair. Your own natural hair begins regrowing the very next day, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. Call 720-459-HAIR, advancedhair.com.
Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. It's football season, and did you know that I am the reigning fan staff champion in the King Supers Football Pick'em? Yep, Stokely, Schlereth, Zach By, Cecil Lammy, none of them can hang with the judge when it comes to football. Just like those made-for-TV lawyers can't hang with me in the courtroom. When you've been hurt in a car accident, you want the real deal, which is what you get when you call 303 Law 4040. Not some made-for-TV character. When you call 303 Law 4040, you speak directly with me or my lovely wife, Kimberly, not some call center overseas. And you get to meet with us in person for free. We never take a dime unless we win for you. Plus, no ridiculous fees like those TV characters. You were the one that was hurt, so the doctors and the lawyers shouldn't take all the money. So go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303-LAW-4040, 303-LAW-4040.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider, Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The The Fan. It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
The Broncos are doing one really important thing worse than anyone else in pro football. What's the fix? Well, in order to fix it, you have to diagnose it and admit you have a problem. I'm going to... Phil, really is... how are we going to do this? I'm going to throw a bunch of numbers at you, okay?
All right. Now, you know, I'm not the numbers are not my strength.
Yes.
Now we can get, you count money, it's different, but the numbers, you gotta break it down to me, Zach.
All right.
There's a lot of people out there like Uncle Phil.
So the Broncos, let's just establish one thing here. The Broncos are dead last in the NFL in early down success rate. Early downs, first down, second down. Dead last in early down success rate. Success rate, don't think too hard about it. Success rate is just a different way to quantify football. And the silly example that I use is if Phillip Lindsay is carrying the ball on first down and you go for 1 yard, that's not successful. If it's 4th and 1 and you go for 1 yard, we're all celebrating a conversion.
Move the chains, baby. First down.
Your intent or what you're aiming at down by down can be different. And success rate just takes all that into account. All right? Being dead last on early down success rate is problematic. And we came in here on Monday and we talk about the third downs. Broncos were 2 for 13 on third downs, 0 for 6 on third downs in the second half. That's because they have been absolute dog water on first and second down.
Which then leads to, hey, why do you think that Denver continues to go six drives where it goes 3 and outs? 6 3-and-out drives. That's insane too. Because you don't do well on first and second down and you don't convert the third downs.
That's right.
Crazy.
That's right. And so there's obviously direct correlation for what you do on first and second down to your success rate on third down. 72% of the Broncos' first downs reach third downs. It sounds like a weird stat. 72% of Broncos' first downs go on to reach third down, meaning 3/4 of the time, 3 out of every 4 times, they need all 3 downs to gain 10 yards, Phil. That's not healthy.
You know you can get a first down on a first down. You can get a first down on a second down.
That's right.
You can get a first down whenever you want to.
Yep. But with these Broncos, nearly 75% of the time, they need third down to convert a first down. Only 19% of their plays actually achieve first downs. That ranks 29th in the NFL. That's less than 1 out of every 5 plays, you're getting a first down. Super problematic considering that you typically only get 3 plays to get a first down before you have to punt. Bo Nix is averaging 50% completion on first and second downs, despite 42% of his passes being thrown at or behind the line of scrimmage. I'm going to say it one more time. Bo Nix is completing 50% of his passes on first down and second down, despite over 40% of his actual passes being at or behind the line of scrimmage.
So screens and dump offs to the running backs.
Yeah.
And that's why you have the 42% behind the line of scrimmage.
And those are supposed to be the easiest completions for a quarterback, at or behind the line of scrimmage.
It's right there in front of you.
It's right there in front of you. But somehow he's only completing 50% of those passes on first and second downs. All right. 70% of Bo Nix passes on first and second downs are within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. That's the second highest rate. Only Tyrod Taylor doing spot duty has a higher rate on first or second down being 5 yards within the line of scrimmage. So these numbers, and I know I'm throwing a lot at you, it's like they're so unhealthy, man. They're like, we know it's unhealthy when you watch the game, but when you're actually attaching numbers to the eye test, it makes it worse for me.
So what you're pretty much saying is, with Bo, it's either going to be something really deep, like he's had three opportunities, deep shots to complete, and he still overthrew them, or it's going to be behind the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage. There's no in between. There's no intermediate game going on, which you have to be able to do to open up your pass game, to be more explosive, to get your short game going, but also to get your long game going. You have to be able to hit the middle of the field, the intermediate play.
Yeah. So basically, he's struggling with the layups at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. On the long balls that you're referring to, he's actually 2 of 8 on throws 25 yards down the field. 4 of the 8 have been deemed off target, meaning the attempt gave his target 0 chance. And speaking of the intermediate game, he is currently graded out as the worst intermediate passer in pro football. So Bo Nix is struggling on the short yardage stuff. He's the worst by the numbers in the intermediate mid-range jump shot game. And he's been pretty bad down the field being accurate with the football as well.
It's not good. It's not good. And when we talk about, and this is why I brought up and I continue to bring up against the Chargers, you have 6 3-and-outs. You're not on the field long enough to get anything going. You're not on the field long enough to get a couple first downs so that Bo Nix can get in a rhythm, so Bo Nix can hit the middle of the field or maybe another deep ball, give himself more opportunities to get more yards.
Nope. But it's not just on Bo. Because when you take a look at the numbers for the running backs on first and second down, it starts to paint a picture of the early season Broncos offense, and we'll talk about it coming up next.
To help the Broncos turn things around, does Sean Payton need to simplify things on offense?
Hey, we're trying all this new stuff on offense. How'd that work out? You're 1-2. Hey, we're mixing in a bunch of personnel packages. How'd that work out? It's not working. So if you can simplify things, help out Bo, run the ball just a little bit more, get something from RJ Harvey, you're going to need more contributions from the players and the talent that you've assembled this offseason.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
The cost of everything is still out of control, and many of us are relying on credit cards to cover essentials. If that debt is piling up, you're not alone. Americans collectively owe over $1 trillion in credit card debt. You might have considered reaching out to my friends at American Financing, but hesitated because you don't want to give up your low mortgage rate. Well, there's good news. They've created a smart equity loan, a solution designed to help you take control of your finances without touching your current mortgage. Unlike a HELOC, which can have varied interest rates, the Smart Equity Loan offers a fixed rate. That means one predictable monthly payment, giving you peace of mind. This loan allows you to leverage the equity in your home to pay off high interest debt, free up your cash flow, and keep your existing low mortgage rate intact. It only takes 10 minutes to get started with no upfront or hidden fees. Call American Financing today and start saving now at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at americanfinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Okay, Michael. Any other questions about your Select Health insurance?
How much time do you have?
I have exactly as much time as you need.
Wonderful, because I have exactly 112 more questions.
112.
112.
112 it is. Let's do this.
Real people, real answers in real time. Select Health, insurance made simple. Learn more at selecthealth.org.
Say goodbye to your lawnmower and take back your weekends by replacing your old yard with Pro Green synthetic turf. Hey, Brandon Stokely here. You may have heard me talking about my Pro Green custom putting green and how it's made my weekend so much more fun. One of the main issues folks have with artificial turf is how hot it gets. Well, Pro Green invented a turf system with proprietary organic cooling materials that actually keeps your new turf lawn cool. It really mimics the look, feel, and temperature of natural grass. Call my friends at Pro Green today. 303-479-3967. That's 303-479-3967. Or you can find them online at progreen.com/Denver.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game and the go-to spot for football season with wall-to-wall TVs, hearty eats, ice-cold drinks, and of course, those scenic views. It's a full-on experience whether you're catching college or pro games this season. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Hey guys, your boy Steve here today about my long-term buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my guy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if you can't sell your house at your price on your timeline that you agree upon beforehand, bam, going to cut you a check for $5,000. Who else makes the offer? Nobody I've ever heard of. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy right now. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house all cash and you can close in as little as 7 days. You have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. That's 720-900-4433, 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
It's Truck Month at Corwin Toyota. Drive home a new 2025 Tundra with rates as low as 1.75% APR for up to 72 months. Or lease a 2025 Tacoma for just $449 down and $449 a month. With a wide selection of trucks in stock, now's the perfect time to trade in and trade up. Visit us off Pearl Parkway or shop online at CorwinToyotaBoulder.com. Corwin Toyota, family driven for over 100 years. Proud sponsor of Colorado Athletics.
Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. Fall has arrived, which makes now the perfect time to call your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks, at 303-425-0985. Ductworks complete ventilation cleaning packages, scrapes and vacuums every inch of your system, removing dirt, dust, and debris other companies leave behind. Here's why that matters. Your heating system kicks on in the fall. Dirty ducts can reduce efficiency, raise your energy bills, push dust into your home's air. A professional cleaning now helps your furnace run better, last longer, and keep your family breathing cleaner air. Don't wait until the first cold snap when everyone else is scrambling. Get ahead of the rush. Call Ductworks today at 303-425-0985 or visit ductworks.com for your free residential and commercial estimate. Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
303-425-0985.
Your hunt for the perfect breakfast sandwich is over. Jack in the Box's sourdough scramblers starting at $3.49 come with toasted sourdough, scrambled eggs, melty cheese, and your choice of hickory smoked bacon or grilled sausage. Then does your one better by being available all day.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com
I'm ready!
and get ready for the workday.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Saturday on 104.3 HD2. Air Force football faces Hawaii with pregame starting at 1:30. Then on The Fan, home of the Colorado State Rams, CSU football faces Washington State with pregame starting at 4:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at wistaracu.com.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
We had a caller earlier today named Tone Loke.
Shout out.
Oh, man.
Hey, with my father.
Yeah. Was that him?
That was him.
Yes. We opened up the phone lines for the first time in a while at the top of hour number 2, just to gauge opinions on where this fan base is at with young Bo. And I think most people are still, not all, because I see Bo stinks, Bo's never going to be the guy.
Yeah.
Most people are not like selling all their Bo stock. But we had some funny callers, man. And it was at a couple points was laugh out loud funny. So go back and check that out if you guys missed that.
Oh, man.
All right. Broncos, I took a deep dive into the offense today and looked at who this team is on first and second down, because the Broncos guys are dead last in the NFL in early down success rate. There is no one worse in pro football on first and second down than the Denver Broncos. All right? But we spent some time talking about Bo and the passing offense. But how about these running backs? So the run game has been much better in the second halves of these games through 3 weeks. All right? And take these numbers with a grain of salt because they're going to be fluid. It's September, right? But it's 3 games. All right? So three is more than 0. It's more than 1. It's more than 2. It's what we have to work with.
It's our job. It's our job to sit here and critique and give you guys the information.
So when you look at the running back room on early downs, first and second down, in the first half of games this season, on first and second downs, Bronco running backs rank 31st in success rate, 28th in yards per carry on first and second down in the first half of these games. Phil, 36% of the time on first and second down, 36% of the time, the run goes for 1 or 0 yards.
That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it when you need to be able to move the chains, when you need to be able to make it second and third and manageable. You have to get some yards. I'm not saying you need to get 8 yards or 10 yards, but like 3 or 4 yards, you should be able to do at some point. We have the offensive line that we're paying a lot of money for. They're the second highest paid offensive line in the league.
Yeah.
And yet you watch these games and you have defensive tackles getting into the backfield before the running back can get the ball. You have the ball carriers that get the ball, but they don't get past the line of scrimmage. And so now it's second and 10. It's unacceptable.
Why? Like, if you were to guess why, from a running back point of view, and I know you just hinted at some of the stuff like, the line breaking through, but if you were to just guess why it's so bad on first and second down in the first half of these games where the Broncos running backs would rank 31st in success rate, 28th in yards per carry, and nearly 40% of the time on first and second down in these first halves, the runs are going for 1 or 0 yards. That's the 8th highest rate in the NFL.
Yeah.
How is it so bad on first and second down in the first half of these games?
I have 2 things on my mind. One, find the identity within the identity. Are you going to be an outside zone team or a power scheme team? You can't do both and think you're going to be great at both of them. Get good at one of them, and then you can start to trickle in and put in the power if that's what you want to do second. But all throughout camp, we watched the Denver Broncos try to perfect the outside zone. But yet when you watch these games, Zach, there's not a lot of outside zone being ran.
No, we don't see it.
No. So then how are you supposed to set up the play action, which I believe Sean wants to do a lot of play action? Well, you can't set up play action if you're not running outside zone. If you're not able to run the ball effectively, you can't set up the pass. So find out what you're good at, like we're talking about Colorado. Find out what you're good at when it comes to running the ball and do it enough to where you can build up for the pass, set the pass up. Also, let's go with J.K. Dobbins. He is the best running back that we have on this roster, Zach.
What's happening with that? Why did Sean do that?
I'm trying to figure that out myself. All right, the first game, Sean decides to pass the ball too much at the beginning of the first 12 or 15 plays.
Yep.
The second game against the Indianapolis Colts, we run the ball 3 times in a row. J.K. springs for an 18-yard gain the first carry, and it set the tone in the right way. And then you play against the Chargers, and J.K.'s not starting the game off. I'm confused why you wouldn't run with J.K. when J.K.'s your better running back, and he's hungry because he's going up against his former team that he feels like did him dirty. But yet he's sitting there watching R.J. Harvey get the first 3 plays?
Weird.
Very weird. So I had to just I have an issue with that just because it's like let J.K. be your bell cow running back and get him going and get him in a rhythm.
Like, there's no debate about that right now. He's the better running back, and that's okay. Maybe RJ 7 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, like a year, but not right now.
And the other thing that's on my mind when it comes to this run game is defenses don't respect the Denver Broncos pass game. And when you don't respect the pass game, you go man on the outsides, maybe a little zone. You're going to bring more pressure, and you're going to put a guy in the box. Well, it's harder when you have to go when you have to try to run against an 8-in-a-box team that has a bunch of people that are blitzing and they're just in front of you. That's because Bo Nix is not able to get this pass game truly going to be a threat. And so now teams are like, we're going to take away Cortland Sutton. You guys don't have a tight end right now, and when Evan Ingram is available, he's only in there 25% of the time.
Yep.
All right, we don't know too much about Pat Bryant because he's a rookie, and you guys haven't got him going yet. And Troy Franklin, he's just inconsistent right now, and we don't know too much about him. Marvin Mims is the exact same thing. So we're going to load the box, and we're going to force you to beat us with Troy Franklin, Marvin Mims, and Pat Bryant. We're going to double up or keep our eyes on Cortland Sutton. And we don't know if Evan Ingram's going to be available, so we're not going to worry about that right now.
Yep.
So now it makes it hard for a running back to run and see his holes and hit the gap that he wants to hit because there's extra guys in the box.
Well, honestly, probably a great strategy if you're playing Denver. When you know, and the math, and we went over it, that 42% of Bo Nix's passes on first and second down are at or behind the line of scrimmage, and he's being graded out as the worst intermediate passer in the sport, that's probably the best way to do it. Mug him up on the line of scrimmage. The ball's probably going to go somewhere around the line of scrimmage, and if it goes in the intermediate, he's graded out through 3 weeks at the worst in the sport at that. So it's probably Cincinnati's strategy on Monday night, I would imagine.
Stop the run. Force Bo Nix to pass. He's not going to hit the middle of the field, the intermediate game. Try to stop the deep ball to Cortland Sutton, and then stop some screens. That's pretty much what Cincy is thinking.
Well, what an opportunity to get right. We know this defense is not good. All right, they are the 20th ranked overall defense, but guess what? They're 25th in the league on first and second down. So you have one of the teams in the league that struggled the most on first and second down defensively going up against the Broncos, who are the worst team in the league on first and second down offensively.
It's going to be a battle.
So something's got to give. But what an opportunity for Bo Nix and the Broncos to get right on Monday night. And I'm telling you, Phil, if we're coming in here on Tuesday and this offense is still sputtering and disjointed and stalling out against one of the worst defenses in pro football, we're going to have some real questions for Sean Payton and Bo Nix. So, all right. What kind of challenge? We're going to get back into Broncos at the top of the hour. We have some news from practice. We're going to hear from Sean Payton, all right, and Bo Nix at the top of the hour. But first, what kind of challenge does Deion Sanders and CU have on their hands this weekend? The answer is actually a little bit complicated. We're going to get to all of that because we are on the doorstep of nearly 40 consecutive minutes of commercial-free sports talk coming up next.
Just a month into the NFL season, have the Broncos already found themselves on the outside looking in?
A lot of football left, but AFC West is gone. There's no chance that they can win the AFC West. Can you still make the playoffs? Can you still have a good season? Yeah, but you got to learn how to hit wide open receivers, and you got to learn how to close out games if you're the defense.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
All right, Broncos country, you know what it is. Football is back, baby. And what that also means is summer is officially over. But hey, it doesn't matter anymore because it's all about the game days. Whether you're heading to Empower Field or traveling to Boulder to cheer on Coach Prime and the Buffs, you know you need to get there on time and in style. And speaking of the Broncos games, you can get up to 30% off of your ride to the game with Hermes Worldwide for the entire season. All you have to do is mention the code PL30. Mention that code PL30 when you book your luxury transportation to Empower Field. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is let my friends at Hermes Worldwide handle all the traffic and parking and any other hassles that come with it, along with them getting you to and from the game safely. And all I want you to do is focus on your team stacking wins. That's more important, making memories and having fun. So give Hermes Worldwide a call today at 303-577-7600 or visit ridehermes.com/DenverSports. Again, you can give them a call at 303-577-7600 or visit them at ridehermes.com/DenverSports to book your next ride today.
Raise your glass. Oktoberfest is here at Twin Peaks. Join them every Friday in September at 6 p.m. for their legendary Stein hoisting competition. Show off your strength, win weekly prizes, and score Sam Adams swag. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's Fall Football Sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
What's the biggest mistake you can make when selling your home? Settling for less money. That never happens with Orchard. Disappointing offers can wear you down, causing you to settle for thousands less. You don't have to settle when you sell with Orchard. Orchard reinvented the real estate industry by guaranteeing your home sale and helping you sell on the market for top dollar. First, Orchard gives you cash up front so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then once you're all settled in, your Orchard agent helps sell your home on market for top dollar. Here's what one Orchard customer said. I never could have sold without Orchard. I made way more than I expected, and it couldn't have been easier. With Orchard, you never have to settle for less. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Curious how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
It's your last chance to take advantage of EV federal tax credits at Siltar Motors. This month, get the all-electric F-150 Lightning or the head-turning Mustang Mach-E with 0% interest for 72 months or lease credits up to $11,000 off. Check out their current selection of EVs at STHmotors.com to get the EV you want before they are gone. Siltar Motors has got the best location, the biggest EV selection in Denver, and the most competitive pricing in Colorado. Siltar Motors will deliver everything you want out of a dealership.
This is Rob Wilhite of the Wilhite Law Firm. If you've been seriously injured in a truck or car wreck, you want Wilhite. We've been voted best personal injury law firm for the last 3 years in a row. Call 303-GOOD-LAW or visit WilhiteWins.com and win big with Wilhite.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late. When your name's on the paint job, your primer better hold up. Painters trust Kills primers for serious adhesion, stain blocking, and a finish that lasts. Now, the full Kills lineup is available exclusively at the Home Depot. Need it fast? Get same-day or next-day delivery, or order online and pick it up in-store. Kills primers. Pro results. Faster. The Home Depot. If you're a pro, you know.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Are you one of those people who dread going to the dentist? If so, have you tried sedation dentistry? Learn more about sedation dentistry at coloradosedation.com. Sit back, relax, and dream with the most experienced sedation dentist and staff at Clarkson Dental.
International Hunting Association and Terrena Hybrid, reigniting racing and skilled trades. Mentorship, education, legacy. Get your tickets now at ihra.com.
Football is back, and it's time for you to get in the game. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is here to help, and we're giving away a PlayStation 5 bundle. Download the Denver Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a PS5 console, a 70-inch flat-screen TV, plus copies of Madden 26 and College Football 26. Don't wait. Download the Denver Sports app now. 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. You're listening to The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, hanging out with you here on a Thursday, rolling downhill for a big boy segment where we are about to just go. Let's bow.
Commercial breaks? No.
No, no, no.
And let's have some fun here. I want to get back into Broncos here in about 9 minutes or so, 10 minutes or so. And hear from Sean Payton. We have an update from practice. We'll hear from Bo Nix as well. But in the meantime, what kind of challenge does Dion and your Colorado Buffaloes have on their hands Saturday night, ESPN 8:15 kick, live from Folsom Field? It is the latest college football game on the slate this week.
Ooh, you got to love it, Zach.
There is going to be a lot of people watching this game, a lot of sports gamblers. We call that chaser games. It's your last game to bet on for the day. And just college football fans. Everything else is going to be winding down as CU will be getting things started.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be in the building. Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to be there. BYU. Be there.
Wow.
My wife and I, we're going to the game.
That's a late start, dude.
Yeah, I know. And it comes down to this. My wife played soccer at Colorado. They're having an alumni event.
Yep.
She has a lot of friends coming into town. So this is going to be the first time that my wife and I go up to Boulder and just have fun without the kids being with us.
Excellent.
So, we get to be college kids for the night.
Love it.
And then we're going to go back up there Sunday, which is really, really good for us because Denver doesn't play until Monday.
That's right.
So I don't have to rush back. I don't have to do any of that. I can just enjoy and let my wife enjoy being around her friends. Let our kids run around the soccer field because there's going to be a soccer game on Sunday. But we're all going to the football game Saturday night, BYU. I'm going to be there. I'm going to say hi to Ralphie 7.
Yes.
Try to race her.
What a monster Ralphie 7 is. In the best kind of way.
In the best kind of way. She's fantastic.
Yes.
So I'm excited, man. It's going to be a late one. It
so
is.
Are you guys going to stay up there or are you coming back home?
So we thought about it. We thought about it. My wife doesn't want to be away from the kids that long.
Sure.
If it was up to me, we're staying up there.
Yeah, no, my wife probably do the same thing.
Full college experience once again.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for, bar hopping, everything. But that may not be the case, but we would definitely be up there. I'm definitely going to go to Pearl Street. We're going to go to a couple tailgates.
Excellent, man. Come on. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And BYU's going to take an ass whooping to my Colorado Buffaloes. There you go. There you have it.
Well, we'll see. 8:15 on ESPN. I'll try to look for you in the crowd.
Nosebleeds.
Where do you have tickets?
So we're going to be in a suite.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. I asked. I was like, hey, can I get the Zach Bye treatment?
Yeah.
They're like, sure. Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet it is.
Sweet it is. So that's great.
Yeah, it is. And shout out Kim. She deals with all alumni. She listens to our show all the time.
Excellent. Shout out Kim. Thank you.
And she got us seat opportunities. And so we're going to be there. We're going to go on the field just like old times, and hopefully it's fun. I was telling my wife throughout this week, Zach, I said, hey, if the kids start getting sick, keep them home. This is our one time where we can be college kids.
Yes.
I'm not letting you ruin that. I'm not letting these kids ruin this moment for me.
Don't take this from me. I'm trying to relive stuff, don't you know? Well, that's great, man. That's great. I wish for you at a certain point in time, and I don't know when this is coming, but you need to be honored in the way that you deserve up there in Boulder. There is no one in the history of the program that accumulated more yards from scrimmage than Phillip Lindsay and all the great players that came through there. And respect to them all right? At a certain point in time, that's got to happen.
Yeah, and there are a lot of great buffs out there that's waiting for their moment.
For sure.
So,
and you're still young.
Yeah,
and you're still young.
I'm a baby.
Yeah,
I'm a baby. I'm a baby to the game. I'm a baby to the radio. I'm a baby for a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it's just buying time, and hopefully it does come true. I just know that going up there and just like, dang, man, I had a lot of really good moments on that field, in Folsom Field, and I bled a lot, literally. Bled a lot. Like, there were times where I was being stitched up every single game, going home, bleeding out the sheets, but it was all for the Colorado Buffaloes. It was all on that football field. So, like, and I know it's changed. They got turf now, but, man, there's nothing like Folsom Field when it's night. When it's a nighttime game, you're going up against a ranked opponent.
Come on.
You have a chance to knock them off.
On ESPN?
On ESPN.
And no one else is playing?
Nobody else is playing. Everybody is watching you. If you want NFL scouts to start looking at you, this is the time to do it as well. I'll never forget UCLA 2016. Zach, all 32 scouts were out there. Now, of course, there's context. They weren't out there for me.
No, I understand.
Specifically, you
guys had a bunch of draft picks.
Exactly. But it may be a situation where they're out there to see Chido Awuzie, but then all of a sudden I go off.
That's right.
Or somebody else goes off,
That's
and
how
now
it goes.
you're on their radar.
That's how it goes.
That's all you're asking for is an opportunity. And so there's going to be scouts out there on an 8:15 kickoff. What do you do with your reps? What do you do when situations come your way? Do you take advantage of those opportunities? And so now people are talking about you all week long.
I love it. I love it so much. And I love those stories like that. I very different. They never achieved the athletic success that you did, but I remember a school
You're
coming
already in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Well, I am in my high school's Hall of Fame,
Look at
and
you.
I remember.
Look at you.
Well, I remember a school coming to recruit me. Dude, they ended up signing my point guard.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they were there to see me, and then school from Buffalo. Then it was like, wait, we actually really like this Rocco kid, and then he ended up playing there. So I love stories like that. Those accidental recruiting stories. I hope you and your wife have a great time up there, man. And I hope that you are shown the love that you deserve.
Oh, man.
And I know it's a new era of Colorado football, but these players up there, the current players stand on the shoulders of giants like yourself and Darian Hagan and Alfred Williams and Chad Brown, and the list goes on and on and on.
A bunch of people.
Yeah. So I hope you guys have a great time. In terms of like diagnosing what kind of challenge this is for CU, the answer is a little bit complicated because, and I'm getting flashbacks to a year ago at this exact same time, because if I tell you where BYU ranks defensively, allowing the fewest yards per play in the nation, literally number one. They're giving up 3.5 yards per play. That's better than Penn State. It's better than Ohio State. It's better than everyone. All right. Offensive rankings, they're averaging 43 points a game. That's top 25. They're averaging 265 just on the ground. That's top 10. All right. They're first in scoring defense. Phil, they're averaging, their defense is allowing just 5.3 points per game. They're allowing just 44 yards rushing. I mean, they're
just dominating.
Dominating, but context is king. And their opponents aren't reflective of who CU is going to be on Saturday night. So I don't know. And the flashback is Central Florida last year when they came in averaging 290 on the ground. And I'm like, they're going to run for 350 on the bus, actually make it 4. And then I'm putting
make it 4.
Hot sauce on feathers, eating so much crow.
Like, you know who the running back is? You know who the running back is that's getting ready to go for 300 yards? No, you didn't say 300 yards. Be like, R.J. Harvey, baby.
Yep.
All right, R.J.'s with us now.
Yep. Full
Crazy,
circle.
Crazy.
But so you can't get too caught up, especially in the college game, when you have a 60-point win over Portland State. I can't put stock into these numbers. But at the same time, your Buffaloes are a bit of a mystery too.
Oh, they definitely are. Like they're trying to find, yes, Coach Prime, there's such thing as an identity. But now that you have a quarterback that you can at least go out there and say, I have a little bit more confidence in, that I know that he can run if he has the opportunity, that he could be more decisive. And when he is more decisive, he's a lot more accurate with the ball. That's all you can ask for. You have a defense that's not playing great right now, but they have the tools. They have the coaching staff. They have Robert Livingston, who has done a great job up until now, and they have the talent to be just fine. When it comes to Colorado, they're more battle tested. Georgia Tech, all right, just got beat by Houston. When you look at BYU, they haven't played anybody yet. So like you have to also take that in consideration too, of like Colorado knows how it is to be in tough games. You're at home, nighttime. It's not your first night game now. Go out there, put on a show, tackle. When you're on defense, you have to tackle. You have to wrap up. You're going to have to bring pressure to stop the run, and you're going to have to be able to guard on man-to-man coverage. And if you can do that, get a couple 3-and-outs, now it's time for Pat Shurmur to make his money. And Caden Salter needs to do his job, and that's the RPO game, quick game to some of these playmaking receivers like Sincere Brown, and try to establish a run. And if it's not with a running back, it's with your quarterback because your quarterback has had success.
Yeah, he's coming off 86 yards, I think, running?
86 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns on the ground already in the games that he has played in. So, like, he can be a problem on the ground, and he can throw well enough to kind of open up the game and keep the chains moving. But everything has to go right, and they have to play disciplined football if you're going to hang with BYU.
Well, BYU's 3-0. They beat Portland State. You know how many points they scored against Portland State? 69.
They Uncle Kirk Cincinnati'd them.
They did. They did. They really did. 69-0. Nice. Stanford 27-3 at East Carolina 34-13. So we'll see. The one thing I want to say is, man, I got a bad feeling for your Buffs when that injury report came out yesterday. And Brian Howell, who we've had on here several times, he tweeted it out. It doesn't look like who I think might be the best running back that the Buffs have, Simeon Price. He's not going to play. The Taylor kid, the transfer from Incarnate Word, he's been ruled out. Starting cornerback, R.J. Johnson, he's been ruled out. Fellow cornerback, Makari Vickers, he's doubtful. So good news on the Jordan Seaton front. Left tackle sounds like he's going to play with that hamstring.
Yep.
He's not even on the injury report, but these other guys that are like central figures of the offense and defense are not going to play. The injury report was way more kind to BYU.
Yeah, no, and that's going to be an issue. That's going to be an issue. Does Colorado have enough depth? Can these players make some plays to help out Colorado or help out their team when they know that they don't have some of the playmakers that should be on that football field because they're dealing with injuries? And this is where someone like Pat Shurmur and Robert Livingston, this is where you guys have to be creative. Find ways to get your playmakers the ball. Find ways to help out the offensive line or help out the running game by doing RPO and making Caden Salter run a little bit more. There's ways to help out against an unknown BYU team that is not battle-tested this year just yet.
Just yet. All right, we'll see what it looks like Saturday night on the main stage of ESPN. 8:15 kick. The big boy games, no disrespect, but the big boy games, Alabama going to Athens between the hedges at Georgia. Penn State in a whiteout hosting Oregon. Those are going to be kicking off at 5:30. They're going to be ending right around kickoff of the Buffs game. And so you're going to have a few million Americans transition from those headlining 10 out of 10 games to this Big 12 matchup. And Deion Sanders, Kalani Sitake, I believe one of the better coaches in the country. That's not a household name yet. He's done a great job there up at BYU. So, and they, by the way, are missing that entire defensive line that made life hell for them in the Alamo Bowl. All those guys have left to either graduation or to the NFL. So it's a new crop of kids up there, a freshman quarterback. So we'll see, man. Get your popcorn ready. I can't wait for the rematch of the Alamo Bowl.
I can't wait for tomorrow to just break it all down. Zach, it's going to be fun. But force that freshman quarterback to beat you. That's a little sneak peek. Force the freshman quarterback to beat you.
All right. This is KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. We are coming with it, and we are coming for it. It's Zach By and Phillip Lindsay, and we are The Drive. And we are rolling downhill hour number 4 here on a Thursday. You can reach out and touch the weekend. We're going to be live downtown tomorrow on a Bud Light Football Friday. Would love to see you at Society Sports and Spirits off of Blake Street from 2 to 6 p.m. Bud Light is going to be giving away a pair of tickets to Broncos-Bengals Monday Night Football.
It's here.
Along with 2 Bud Light VIP tailgate passes. Must be 21 to enter that contest. Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. We got some news today from practice. It sounds like Evan Ingram was back at practice. That's happening on a Thursday. The game's not till Monday. You would surmise that he's trending towards playing.
Yeah, so today's Thursday, so it's going to be Wednesday practice. I got Wednesday practice, so it's going to be run heavy, which is really good. If Evan Ingram's in there with his full pads, because usually at this time you're still in full pads on Wednesday, you're going through practice. It's a run heavy day. That means you're going to be inside the blocking game, and that's a good sign for Evan Ingram that he's ready to play. He's training to play on a Monday night.
Yeah, so you love to hear that. Sean Payton asked earlier today on his personal struggles in September, but then turning it around in October.
I've seen those numbers, and so, this can be an early October game if we want it to be, right?
So Payton having a little bit of fun, but you can be having fun, but also not in a joking mood.
Yeah.
And you can be sure he's pissed because he talked about emphatically in the preseason fast start, fast start, fast start. And not only are you 0-2, not only are you 1-2, the way you got to 1-2 is rather gutting.
Oh, definitely. I mean, for Sean to be joking like that, like he's not joking, but he's in a better mood because he knows who he's up against this Monday night, where it's like, hey, I don't have to deal with Joe Burrow. We have a chance to get right back on track. We have a chance to do well on prime time because you know Sean loves the attention.
He already talked about it after the game on Sunday. It's like we got a prime time, we got a national TV game.
You talk about green lights that Denver had all last year. This could be the start to a bunch of green lights moving forward. Is to pick up this win because you don't have Joe Burrow and you have a Bengals team that is not good when it comes to the defensive side of the ball, as good as they want to be. So, yeah, things are light right now, but he's serious inside, talking to his team, saying, "Hey, we got to get things turned around. This is bullcrap."
Yeah, and you and I are going to talk a little bit more about the Jake Browning, all the dynamics surrounding Jake Browning after really taking a dive into who he is. Here is a little bit more from Sean from earlier today, how the team took film study this week after that collapse.
I think we talked a lot about in the team meeting and then the breakout meetings and even relative to us as coaches, the installation, the things that we feel like we know well, not a completely back to basics, but to some degree we got to look at, those things.
Interesting there. Like, hey, not completely back to basics, but it sounds like just from that quote that they may be simplifying things here on Monday night.
How do you feel about that? Year two for Bo Nix. You pretty much have the same roster back offensively.
Right.
You added the running back. Now, of course, you have Troy Franklin and Pat Bryant that are younger. They're in year 2 as well. But you're kind of simplifying things yet again. You feel okay with that?
I mean, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. But when your quarterback is only 50% completion on first and second down when over 40% of the passes are at the line of scrimmage or behind it, like, that's a problem. When you're the worst graded intermediate quarterback in the NFL right now and you're 2 of 8 on throws down the field, 25 yards or more, and 4 of those 8 have been deemed off target, and you rank dead last among qualified quarterbacks when facing pressure, 8 for 20, 54 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Like, there's nothing working right now for Bo Nix in this passing offense for sure. And we talk about the running game here in a couple minutes, but you need to reevaluate because you can't keep continuing to do what they're doing.
Which is crazy about this is usually you reevaluate things during the bye week, where you go back, you have some time to watch film with your coaching staff, break things down. What are you doing good? What are you doing bad? Let's do more of the good. In this case, you're going into week 4 and you already have to reevaluate what you're doing offensively. And I'm okay with it. Simplify things. Make it simple for the offense. Make it simple for these young receivers. Make it simple for Bo Nix to get into a rhythm. Make it simple by, hey, let's not do so many personnel groupings. How about that? Let's stick with just a couple personnel groupings to get in some rhythm. Let's start with that and then move from there, just so that Bo Nix can get used to having one set of players, whether it's a receiving group or tight ends, in there so he can get familiar with the face, familiar with their movements, and so that we can have successful drives.
Yeah. 7 pre-snap penalties in 3 games. I mean, it's completely unacceptable. And there's a bunch of plays that they're trying to get off with 1 second left on the play clock.
You see him clapping all the time?
Yes, and that includes out of dead ball situations and timeouts. It's like, holy smokes. So I'm actually in some ways relieved might be too strong of a word, but maybe thankful that we just heard that from Sean of like, hey, man, we need to. And if you're going to simplify things any week, it might be against the Bengals, who are one of the worst defenses in professional football, who are missing their starting quarterback. So, all right, here is a little bit more from Sean Payton talking about being on the right side of these turnover battles.
Well, to finish +2, and not win the game, then there's got to be some other element. And I would say the 10 penalties, certainly we're forcing them to punt, and all of a sudden they got a first down. Well, that's like a turnover. But that has to continue. The ball security and taking it away. When we did that a year ago, it was dramatic. We want that trend to continue.
I didn't think about the Benito lining up in the neutral zone on a punt like a turnover, but Sean's right. Effectively, it's about the same thing.
Well, it's funny because you talked about this earlier about the turnover on downs being a turnover.
Yep.
Like in this case, Nick Benito giving the Chargers field position and then getting them back on the field and let Justin Herbert have more shots. Like, no, you don't do that with an elite quarterback because that's what Justin Herbert is right now. He's at least top 5 or trying to get the top 5. He's either 5 or 6.
Right now, if you're just evaluating this season, he is absolutely a top 5 quarterback.
All right. Like, you want to keep him off the football field. So Sean understands that, but also Sean knows that there's a lot of pressure put on his offense because they have to sustain drives as well. They have to help the defense out, just like the defense has to help the offense out. But when you aren't getting the rhythm, when you're going 3 and out, when you have 6 3 and outs in one game, you're not helping anybody out. Not helping your offense, not helping your special teams out, and you're damn sure not helping that defense out that needs a break at some point.
Yeah, and I'm seeing here on the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043, the Boo Birds will come out quickly Monday if the offense continues to struggle. And we are talking about that behind the scenes here. This is a fan base that knows exactly what they're looking at. And if they can count down the play clock in the first home game of the year in 2022, and I'm speaking from experience. I was there.
You were counting the clock.
I was not, but I was just
10, 9.
And I've told the story, but I mean, there was people who were so upset at these other fans. It was Broncos fans going against one another.
So it was Bronco on Bronco crime.
It was.
Ooh.
And if they can do that in Russell Wilson's first home game, or this was an offense that was hearing a little bit of booze week 1 against the Tennessee Titans.
Yes.
And so this is a fan base that could get frustrated quick if they can't come out and put some drives together.
Well, a lot of expectations out there. Sean opened his mouth and said, hey, this feels like it could be a Super Bowl team, that his quarterback can be top 4, top 5. When you do that, you have fans that are listening, diehard fans that take everything you say to heart. So when you go out there and you don't look like a top 4, top 5 quarterback, or you're trending in that direction, and you're a team that has a bunch of 3 and outs and not able to sustain drives, you deserve some boos.
Sure.
You deserve some boos. Hopefully it fuels those players out there to keep drives alive.
All right, here's a little bit more from Sean Payton on how he evaluates Bo's overthrows from Sunday. This is what Sean said.
Well, you got to be careful. Like when they're just off the fingertips. Yeah, I mean, you're always looking at your technique within the pocket. One of them is a flea flicker, and we had seen in 3rd and long when you run a draw, there was a big collapse of the defense, and so sure enough, no, I think that you keep firing. If it was something different, a lot of times maybe crossing routes to the left, if they're not mechanically opening up their hips, you can be behind receiver. There's certain things, but when it comes to the only thing I would say is, like Sutton's is a little bit of a double move. It was a seam go, and so guys sometimes aren't at top speed like your mind sees them, but just keep firing. He's going to hit plenty of those.
And I trust that Sean's right about that. I trust that Sean's right. And I don't think the advice would be, hey, you missed some wide open receivers and it cost us a game potentially, so don't throw downfield anymore. Like,
no.
What? No, that would never happen. You have to keep firing. Shoot or shoot, to steal a basketball phrase.
Shoot or shoot.
But it's also like you're not going to hear Sean come out and say, yeah, that directly impacted us winning and losing. He's not going to do that. Most coaches won't. And he's certainly not going to coach Bo to not target receivers downfield. He's just, look, quite simply, Bo's just got to be better at it. That's all.
No, you are right. There's a lot of stuff that we have disagreed with Bo Nix throughout the week, but he has to be better. Sean has to be better, too, to help his young quarterback out, whatever that is. Because what's the one thing as a coach and a teacher, you feel like when one of your students fails, you feel like you failed.
Sure.
That student. So my guessing is Sean sitting back there saying, what can I do to help Bo Nix out? What can I do to get him back on track with that confidence that he had before week 1? Let's just say, yeah, week 1 he was okay, but when he had those interceptions, things kind of changed for him.
Yeah.
So Sean's, I can guarantee, he's looking at this like, how can I help this kid out? Now, if that was Russell Wilson, he's throwing him under the bus.
Yeah, there would be some sort of veiled shot.
Yeah, but that's not the case. This is his guy. This is his baby. He's gonna do with whatever he can to make sure he's successful. And if that's simplifying the offense, which it seems like they're getting ready to do, then that's what it's going to be. If it's less personnel groupings, then that's what's going to have to happen so that Bo Nix can continue to grow and start to get some type of rhythm going and some confidence back in his body.
How would you answer the following question on the RamosLaw.com text line? Is Bo officially in a sophomore slump?
Not yet. It's 3 games. Like if we're 8 games into the season and it looks like this,
right?
Maybe we have a conversation or two about, hey, do we sit him so that he can?
Whoa, no.
Come on, Zach.
No, Phil.
What if he looks? What if it's the exact same Bo Nix from week 3, and then you get into week 8 and it's the same? What do? You just keep throwing him out there?
I'm speaking,
and I don't think this is going to happen. By the way, guys, I don't think that Bo Nix is going to be like he is right now. I think he's going to get better every single week from here.
Well, I hope so. And I don't think it lives within reality at all. Like at all. Now, if he continues to struggle the same way, and that's the sort of the fictitious picture you're painting, like if he continues to struggle, fans may want it. You might want it. I might even want it. Now, again, we don't think this is going to happen.
No.
But it's not going to happen. And it's not rooted in reality. Sean Payton is not going to, under almost any circumstance, take Bo out of this lineup. Even if he's costing his own self. Sean is so prideful and has such undying belief. I mean, is the guy going to pull someone out of the lineup that he was literally calling, and as weird as this is, calling Diana Rossini and leaving voicemails, and all they said is, I love my Q.
But at some point, is it the belief, or is it like, I don't want to be wrong, and I'm going to keep forcing something that may not be there right now? Now, again, I believe that Bo Nix is going to get out of this slump. So I guess if you want to call it a sophomore slump, no, it's not there yet, but he's in some type of slump.
Yeah.
But it's too early to say a sophomore slump. Give us more data that he can't do it, and then we can say, yeah, he's not doing what he did last year.
Yeah. How many games would it have to be like this until you're extremely alarmed? Because we're not there now.
No, it's going into week 4.
Yeah.
8. So 4 more games after. So 8 altogether. 8 games. And if Bo Nix is struggling and we're barely winning games and it's because of the defense, strictly because of the defense, we got an issue on our hand. Because how are we, 1, supposed to win the division? And 2, how are we supposed to compete in the playoffs against Buffalo and even Baltimore? Because Baltimore's going to be fine. Like, they're going up against tough teams, but I figure they're going to figure things out. They've been consistent for a long time now. I may be wrong. But you're going up against some tough opponents. And if you can't get things going, that's concerning. What for you? What are you thinking?
Till I'm extremely alarmed.
Yeah.
Probably 2 more games like this.
Also, 2?
If you're through 5 games, and we're talking about, and let's not forget, I'm not here to pile on Bo. Okay, we believe in Bo, but if it's 5 more games like this, and don't forget what this is, he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league through 3 weeks. Like, that's just what this is. He's dead last amongst qualified quarterbacks when facing pressure. He's dead last on intermediate throws. He's completing half of his targets that are at the line of scrimmage or within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. I mean, it's deeply concerning. After 3 games, if you get through another 2 games and you're doing – see, because here's part of the problem. The Broncos have already played 2 bottom 10 defenses. Titans through 3 games, and again, I'm not going to tell you this is gospel. It's 3 weeks of data. But Titans are the 28th ranked defense, and the Colts are the 23rd ranked defense. And it's looked like this, So if it continues to trend this way for like 2 more weeks, I'll be extremely concerned.
Well, you have Cincy this week. You got Philly next.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
So you're saying after these next 2 games.
If it
looks like how
continues,
it's been.
yeah, and Bo is one of the bottom, because right now he's a bottom 5 quarterback through 3 weeks. I think it's going to change. But if it doesn't, and he's a bottom 5 quarterback through 5 weeks, again, no one's getting pulled here. But in terms of me, you're asking me the question, I would be deeply concerned. Because if you play like this, and you're turning the ball over at the rate he has, 4 turnovers in 3 games, right? Is it 4 and 3?
So he had 3 turnovers in the first game. He had an interception against the Colts.
Yeah.
He had none against the Chargers. So 4 turnovers in 3 games.
Yeah, and if it continues like this,
Sorry, I had to do the math.
No, so you're if you're turning the ball over and you're a bottom 5 quarterback by most metrics, like they could get beat on Monday night. And if they lose the next 2 weeks and the bad play persists, I mean, this town is going to be losing it.
And you just said it right there. The town's going to be losing it. The Denver Broncos, I don't know if they're winning because they're not winning right now with Bo Nix struggling. And yet you wouldn't sit him out and just kind of have him relax?
No. I just don't.
Not for you, but like Sean's not going to do that?
No.
Man, he will lose the locker room. He will lose that locker room if he doesn't do that. If he doesn't show some type of like awareness of what's going on, if he doesn't show some type of like sense of urgency that he wants to win, after acquiring all this talent free agency-wise and paying all these guys, and you continue to go with somebody that's struggling, that doesn't have the confidence. Now, again, like we keep saying, I think he's going to get out of this funk.
Yeah, he is on Monday night.
But what we're saying is if this doesn't change and you keep going, you're telling the rest of the players that you don't care about everybody else. Just like for Colorado, when we were talking about like, hey, if you put Juju in right now, you're pretty much saying we're forfeiting the rest of the season. We're going to just get this young man and develop him and go on from there. Well, everybody that just got there from the transfer portal, they're going there because they think that they're going to win this year like they did last year where they won 9 games. The Denver Broncos, everybody's talking about Super Bowl. I was one of them.
Not everyone.
No.
Not everyone.
I forgot. Yeah, you don't have a ticket on the train.
On the Super Bowl train? No, I'll buy it later.
No, you're not. I told you.
No.
I told you. You're not allowed on the train.
No, you're not the conductor. All right, I'll hop I used to hop a train. I'll hop a train if I need to.
You're losing the locker rooms, Zach.
Well, hold on. I don't want to be too morbid because we both think this is coming to an end on Monday night, right? So we both think it's coming to an end. It's got to. It's against one of the league's worst defense. You're at home. It's going like the phrase like water is going to find its level. If we believe Bo has the goods, big picture, long term, he's got the work ethic, he's got the relentless pursuit of excellence.
He does.
Like eventually this worm is going to turn. And what we saw over a 12-week sample size last year, I don't think was a fluke. But we got to start seeing it.
No,
we got to start seeing it.
But like Bo Nix hits on one of those plays, it changes the whole entire game. We win that game last Sunday.
Yeah.
Bo Nix doesn't have that turnover against the Colts. We win that game.
Agreed.
So, like, you're right. It's there. Bo Nix is doing some good stuff. Now he has to stay consistent, set his feet, anchor down, be accurate. But it's there because we've witnessed that last year, all of last year.
Yeah.
Well, at the beginning it was rough, but it got
most
better.
of last year.
Most of last year.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on that. Like, Bo Nix is just fine. He's our franchise quarterback. We're not bringing no bad juju in the air.
Well, hold on a second.
On Monday.
Well, hold on a second. I believe he's going to be a franchise quarterback, but I don't think you can say someone is a franchise quarterback after just 1 year. I think he's still earning that right. That's a big boy label right there.
It is.
That's a big boy label.
But hold up now. Weren't you saying that last year that, like, hey, like, he is our franchise quarterback? Now, of course, you got to continue to earn it.
Yes, you have
every
to.
Single year.
Yes, you have to.
Joe Burrow is doing that. Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes. Why do we talk about them? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson.
Question.
They do it every year.
Question.
Yeah.
And I agree with all those guys. Is C.J. Stroud a franchise quarterback?
Well, no.
If C.J. Stroud is not a franchise quarterback and he's put his team in the playoffs in back-to-back years, his first 2 years in the league, there's no way Bo Nix is a franchise quarterback. Yet.
Yeah. I guess you could say he's a franchise quarterback for Houston. He's going to the playoffs. 2 years. But then now look how he looks.
They're
look
0-3.
You got me all confused.
No, I'm just asking the question. And they're 0-3. and he hasn't looked quite right.
But who's been better than C.J. Stroud as a quarterback for the Houston Texans?
In their history?
Yeah.
Oh, like Matt Schaub had a huge year.
But wasn't consistent.
but wasn't a franchise quarterback. You can't. I'd say Deshaun Watson would probably be one that comes to mind. He did it over the course of like 4 years.
As of right now, look, the label can be stripped from you as time goes on. But for Houston, like they're looking at him as a franchise quarterback.
Yes,
they truly believe
they're
that.
looking at him like that. I just don't know.
Can we look at Bo as a franchise quarterback like Houston looks at C.J. Stroud as a franchise quarterback right now?
I think that the term franchise quarterback is like elastic, kind of stretchy. Like if you wanted to say C.J. Stroud is a franchise quarterback, I think you probably could.
Because of the appearances in the playoffs?
Yeah, yeah, but it's still a smaller sample size. Here's what I feel confident saying. I don't believe there's another market outside of this one that is referring to Bo Nix as a franchise quarterback.
I can agree with you on that.
As of right now.
As of right now, there's not somebody else out there, another team that says, hey, like Bo Nix is a solidified franchise quarterback for the Denver Broncos. But here in Denver, he's the best one we've had in a long time.
Agreed.
As of right now.
Agreed. So, but, it's one of these things that's like, what's an X factor? Your definition for an X factor might be different than mine. But, here's what I know. No one would disagree that the Bills don't have a franchise quarterback, or Baltimore, or Cincy, or Kansas City, or the Chargers, or Tampa, or Philly.
Detroit.
Dallas. Now you can say these guys fall short of, but they're it's not quite like Bo, or even to a lesser degree C.J. Stroud. It's something that is being built.
Well, this is how I'm going to say it then. I believe he's our franchise quarterback. That's how I'm going to say it. Now, people can say differently. You say.
Can you just repeat what you just said?
I believe that he's our franchise quarterback. I believe.
Yeah.
Looking at Bo Nix and what he did last year, what he can do this year, I just know that he's young, and I know that it takes some time to get going. So I believe he's a franchise quarterback here because if we don't believe in him, who are we going to believe in? We're right back on that carousel again.
Right. No, see, but I go back to where we were a few minutes ago. You and I both believe that he is going to start to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
And it starts on Monday. But if he can't, questions and conversations like this will persist. Dante, behind the glass, you have something real quick?
Yeah, just for you guys were trying to define franchise quarterback. To me, it means, are they worthy of the big contract? Would you give them the $150 million contract?
I would feel very uncomfortable doing that right this second. Do I believe we'll get to a point? Yes, I do. But right now, I would not. How about you?
No, I'm with you on that. Now that I'm thinking of it and how it is across the league, it's like you give those $100 million contract, $100 million plus contracts to the guys that are going to be there every single year and are going to be very consistent.
Yep.
And Bo Nix is not there yet, but yet this is year 2 for him.
Yep.
So it just takes time. But we believe he's going to get – I believe he's going to get there, Zach.
Yes, me too. Me too.
So, yeah.
But I was also doing this job when we all believed Drew Lock was trending towards that as well after going 4-1. And he was being called the dark horse MVP candidate by Colin Cowherd.
Yeah, I agree. I understand.
The buzz around that young man was insane.
But Drew, the demeanor with Drew Lock and Bo Nix are two
totally
totally
different. Agree. No, I agree.
And that's
of
why
course.
it's hard for me not to envision Bo Nix having success the rest of this year. He's going to put the work in, whereas Drew, he was just different. He was young-minded, and I don't think he had the right coaching staff that had his back, that truly believed in him when he started to struggle.
I agree with that, and that's probably the biggest difference between those two.
Yeah.
Because Sean, he might get a Bo tattoo if they can win 3 in a row. I mean, so and Vic did not. Vic was not a Drew Lock guy.
Nope.
All right. What is Bo Nix saying on a day like today, after a week like last week? You'll hear from him next.
Do the Broncos have a problem that goes beyond the playbook?
Your football team is undisciplined. Figure it out. Last year, you told the Carolina Panthers, play better, right? When you wanted to rub their nose in it. Hey, Sean, coach better.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Who wants the lowest rate for life?
I do.
I do. Everyone does. But even the best deal in the market becomes high if rates fall in the future. So now what? Go through all the expense again? No. Just go to U.S. Mortgages and get our trademarked lowest rate for life product. It allows you to get your savings today and lock in at below market rates like our 4.75 5-year fixed that has a 5.89 APR.
Wait, 4.75% 5 years fixed?
Yes, and even if the market does improve further, great. We redo your loan with no lender fees and no appraisal fee, and there's no limit to the number of times you can use this. So stop waiting for rates to get better and wasting money. Lock in your savings now and know you're 100% protected with lowest rate for life. Call 303-LOW-RATE. That's 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com. Rate must be locked by 9/16.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game and the go-to spot for football season with wall-to-wall TVs, hearty eats, ice-cold drinks, and of course, those scenic views. It's a full-on experience whether you're catching college or pro games this season. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
The Fed has finally dropped interest rates, and that's great news for American homeowners. Wages are flat, prices keep climbing, and for many, the only way to make ends meet is to lean on credit cards. If you're a homeowner, I want you to call my friends at American Financing. Right now, interest rates have dropped. Many homeowners are seeing options in the low 5s. Compare that to credit cards charging rates in the 20s or higher. American Financing can help you pay off that expensive debt, free up your cash flow, and keep your budget under control. Their salary-based mortgage consultants are saving customers an average of $800 a month. And if you get started today, you may be able to delay your next mortgage payment. Call American Financing today at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org. APR for rates in the 5s start at 6.327% for well-qualified buyers. Call 303-695-7000 for details about credit costs and terms.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here. Fall has arrived, which makes now the perfect time to call your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks, at 303-425-0985. Ductworks complete ventilation cleaning packages, scrapes and vacuums every inch of your system, removing dirt, dust, and debris other companies leave behind. Here's why that matters. Your heating system kicks on in the fall. Dirty ducts can reduce efficiency, raise your energy bills, push dust into your home's air. A professional cleaning now helps your furnace run better, last longer, and keep your family breathing cleaner air. Don't wait until the first cold snap when everyone else is scrambling. Get ahead of the rush. Call Ductworks today at 303-425-0985 or visit ductworks.com for your free residential and commercial estimate. Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
303-425-0985.
You could save thousands of dollars on the products your business uses the most with the Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred Pricing. Registering is free and easy. Just have your tax ID or business or contractor's license ready. But don't wait. The current preferred pricing benefit will end on November 15th. Visit your local Pro Desk to register now and unlock the deepest savings on the products you choose.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. It's football season, and did you know that I am the reigning fan staff champion in the King Supers Football Pick'em? Yep, Stokely, Schlereth, Zachby, Cecil Lemmy, none of them can hang with the judge when it comes to football. Just like those made-for-TV lawyers can't hang with me in the courtroom. When you've been hurt in a car accident, you want the real deal, which is what you get when you call 303 Law 4040. Not some made-for-TV character. When you call 303 Law 4040, you speak directly with me or my lovely wife, Kimberly, not some call center overseas. And you get to meet with us in person for free. We never take a dime unless we win for you. Plus, no ridiculous fees like those TV characters. You were the one that was hurt, so the doctors and the lawyers shouldn't take all the money. So go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303-LAW-4040, 303-LAW-4040.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Saturday on 104.3 HD2. Air Force football faces Hawaii with pregame starting at 1:30. Then on The Fan, home of the Colorado State Rams, CSU football faces Washington State with pregame starting at 4:30.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
It's The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, bottom half of hour number 4 on a Thursday. We were just having the conversation about Bo that kind of morphed into something that we didn't plan on, but I'm happy we got there anyway. And, look, hey, I'm saying, hey, you guys are driving me crazy. Talk about benching Bo Nix. No one thinks that Bo Nix is getting benched. No one.
You just asked the question. I mean, it's happened here before. It happens around the league every single year. If you get to a situation where Bo Nix is still struggling, what's going to help him out? Give me that. I don't have all the answers. Well, none of us have all the answers. In every quarterback and every player is going to be different in how they take things. Some quarterbacks need some time to sit there and think, and some quarterbacks need to continue to play through it.
That's right. And again, to emphasize, no one believes that's actually going to happen. But when you have struggled the way that Bo has for 3 straight weeks, and it's not his rookie year anymore, and we're assuming this jump in year number 2, and then the coach is talking about top 4, top 5, and then you game theory it out. What if it continues to look like it has, and you're drawing from substance because you're watching the games and it hasn't been good? And if you're going to do the hypothetical, if this continues to look like that, then would it be fair to ask the question, man, would they pull him out for a second, let him catch his breath? That's different than saying, Bo's struggling so bad, they have to put in Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah.
That's 2 different things, 2 totally different things. But by the way, let me mention this. And a texter on the RamosLaw.com text line said this, so I'm stealing their thought. If Peyton Manning could get benched,
Whew, I didn't even think about this one.
In the middle of the 2015 season, could be in play for Bo. Would it be? I don't think so. I don't think there's a scenario where Sean Payton will ever do that. I really don't. And
also, we believe he's going to be just fine. He's going to find a way to start lighting it up.
On Monday night.
Find a way to get a couple touchdowns under his belt, play mistake-free football, and what that means is turnover-free football, and look like himself. The version that we got to see last year start to come into this year. That's all I want to see, and I still believe it's going to happen for him.
Yeah, and in terms of the franchise quarterback conversation, I like this RamosLaw.com text. Was Mark Sanchez a franchise quarterback? Mark Sanchez was starting quarterback in back-to-back AFC championship games.
We tend to forget that.
Was Mitchell Trubisky a franchise quarterback? He was with the team for a number of years. He quarterbacked a 12-4 team. That was Vic Fangio's defense that went to the playoffs. But was he Daniel Jones was on a team that went to the playoffs and won a game. But so
when did Zach Allen become a franchise quarterback?
Zach Allen plays D tackle for the Broncos.
I mean, Josh Allen. I'm sorry, Zach Allen.
I'd say
because it's you, Zach.
That's a good
Josh
question.
Allen. So I'm mixing you guys together.
Yes. You want to know what? That's a great question. I think that that's a fantastic question.
I'm thinking about Lamar. Like, when was Lamar considered a franchise quarterback?
Well, for Lamar, I think it was the year he won the MVP. When he led the league in touchdown passes, that first year he won the MVP. I think it was 2019, I think. He threw 36 touchdown passes, I'm pretty sure. Won the league's MVP. You win the league's MVP, you're a franchise quarterback. For Josh, I think it was probably around the time that they kept on going to the playoffs. He was accounting for 40 touchdowns a year for 5 straight years when no one else had done it 3 years in a row and was beating guys like Lamar.
Yeah. And battling with Patrick Mahomes. Okay.
Yes. So
speaking of Josh, man, I mean, I didn't know he was a game member. He likes to put the little gun thing. He's getting in trouble for that. Yeah.
What?
Josh Allen got in trouble the other day. Like, they say he had did a little gun sign thing to one of the players and making some issue out of it.
Really? I did not see that.
Go and look. It's kind of bizarre, man.
Yeah. So the NFL's crackdown on gun signs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So look at you. You guys are bad boys over there.
He's a cowboy. Just bang bang. Wyoming. Bang bang. All right. Here's Bo. Here's Bo from earlier today, when he was asked if there's anything he wished he had done differently on those missed deep shots. This is what Bo said.
I'm going to miss several throws in the future and probably going to miss a few deep ones. We just got to keep going.
Still having confidence moving forward?
Well, I love it. That's, the name of the game. You just keep making the next play. You keep throwing it. You don't want to be, afraid of failure. You don't want to be afraid of missing. You just go out there and shoot the shot and, we'll hit them.
How about if all of Sean's off-season talk put extra pressure on Bo Nix to perform? That's a good question. And I'm glad someone asked it. Let's hear the answer.
I don't think so. I think, it's better than him talking about how, tough of a team, tough of a season it's going to be because we don't have it. So I'd rather, have the confidence going in and, have the full season to play and just get to go out there and play it out than a coach that doesn't really have confidence in us.
There's really no other way to answer that question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, I wish he wouldn't have said that. Bo's not going to say that.
Coach shouldn't have opened his mouth.
Yeah. He did have an answer like a month and a half ago that might have insinuated and I forget what setting it was, but it was let's just go out and do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
You remember that?
I remember it. I mean, I forgot who
it was. Him and Cortland Sutton sitting down with Kay Adams.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and it was just let's just go out there and prove that we pretty much belong here, which I like that answer.
Here's a little bit more from Bo. Do you feel like you raise your game in big stages like Monday Night Football?
Well, I feel like, it's every one of our dreams to play in front of the lights with, national television. It's what you grow up watching. So it's just, I think there's some adrenaline that comes with the game that, it's not just a Sunday afternoon with a lot of teams playing. You're the primetime game and, the only one that's on.
You're the only one that's on.
Does he sound like he has the confidence still?
I don't want to read too much into his words. Did you hear something?
No, I just hope. He sounds like he has confidence, but I truly hope he still has that same confidence in there because it's only been 3 games. Don't listen to us media. We're gonna do our talking.
Yeah.
Just listen to the players in that locker room. Listen to yourself. Listen to the coaching staff, and go out there and make those plays. They're there.
They are
there was 3 overthrows. If you just hit on one of them, you win. If you don't have that turnover at the end of that game, that Colts game, you win. So it's there for you. Just play, relax, and play. You're good enough to do this. Look at me. I feel like I'm in the locker room with him right now.
I love it. I love it. All right. Got a question to ask here on the way out, and I want to hear from the guys behind the glass too. Who wins more games this year? CU or CSU? That's next.
To help the Broncos turn things around, does Sean Payton need to simplify things on offense?
Hey, we're trying all this new stuff on offense. How'd that work out? You're 1-2. Hey, we're mixing in a bunch of personnel packages. How'd that work out? It's not working. So if you can simplify things, help out Bo, run the ball just a little bit more, get something from RJ Harvey, you're going to need more contributions from the players and the talent that you've assembled this offseason.
Denver Sports 104.3. The The Fan.
Phillip Lindsay here for Williams Jewelers. And if you're looking for fine jewelry or a great timepiece like I was, why not shop where some of the world's leading designers are sold? Williams Jewelers helped me find my new Tudor watch, and they can do the exact same thing for you. They treated me just like family the minute I stepped through those doors and didn't pressure me at all. They gave me the time I needed to make the right decision for myself, and I can confidently say today, looking at my watch, I made a great decision because of that. And starting from one little store in Inglewood, Williams Jewelers has grown into 2 locations and has become one of the largest fine jewelers in the country. So when you step foot into their showroom, you'll feel just like family, and their service reflects that. They are dedicated and they work hard to make sure you're satisfied with your purchase. And not only will they share the secrets of the business with you, they're going to give you the best price in Colorado, guaranteed. So why not create moments and memories for yourself and the ones you love by going to Williams Jewelers, my hometown jeweler, also the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche, Denver's first family of fine jewelers, located in Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue and also on Broadway and Bellevue. And don't forget to mention my name, Phillip Lindsay, when you walk through one of those doors.
It's next man up in Boulder as Coach Prime and the new look Buffs return to action at Folsom Field. Tickets are on sale now, so get loud and cheer on CU as the Buffs battle for a Big 12 title. Tickets are still available for the Buffalo's home matchups against BYU, Iowa State, Arizona State, and more. Lock in your seats by visiting cubuffs.com/tickets or by calling 303-492-8282. Join the action of another exciting season at Folsom Field with your Colorado Buffaloes.
What's going on, everybody? Phillip Lindsay here. And last year, I went a little rogue and dropped a discount code for my friends at Hermes Worldwide. And you guys used it so much, they almost got mad at me. Well, I'm feeling a little spicy again this season. So I'm bringing it back, baby. You can get 30% off your ride to the game with Hermes Worldwide for your entire season. All you have to do is mention the code PL30. Again, mention PL30 when you book your luxury transportation to Empower Field. And contact Hermes Worldwide at 303-577-7600 or visit ridehermes.com/DenverSports. Go Broncos!
Bonnie from O'Meara Ford has convinced me they really want to earn your business. So, talk to me, Bonnie.
Well, O'Meara has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from. Plus, we have the largest service center in the region with 84 service bays. And we've sold 1 million vehicles since 1913. Our friendly staff will treat you right. And when it comes to repairs, our knowledgeable technicians do it right the first time.
There it is. O'Meara saves you time and money, whether you buy new or used. O'MearaFord.com.
Denver, are you ready to ascend? Bring me the horizon. USA Ascension Program Part 1.
Every sky will build my friend.
Taking over Ball Arena this Monday with special guest
Crawling from hell.
Motionless in White, The Plot in You, and Amira El Fiki. On sale now through Ticketmaster. Produced by Live Nation. Bring Me the Horizon. New album, Post-Human, Next Gen. Out now.
Mike Evans here for Copperhead Plumbing. Your home doesn't have to flood before you know there's a problem. With the Mow and Flow Smart Water Shutoff System, you can monitor your home's water usage in real time right from your phone. You'll get notified the moment a leak starts. Trust Copperhead Plumbing for professional installation. Ask about installing a Mow and Flow system today.
Copperhead Plumbing, built to last. Call us once, you'll forget the past.
Copperhead Plumbing. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Mom, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotion. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. Consequently, they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
Hey, it's Zach. Winter's coming. Don't wait. Order windows or siding from 5280 Exteriors before the snow flies. 15-year low-interest financing with no prepayment penalty. Call now for your free quote and see how low your payment can go. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Is your office cleaning letting you down? Pike Janitorial beats your current cleaning price by 10% and delivers spotless results every time. Environmentally friendly, thorough, and reliable. Visit denver-janitorial.com for your free quote today. Pike Janitorial. Clean you can count on.
Joel Klatt, the nation's leading voice in college football, joins Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth every Wednesday morning. Presented by Groove Toyota. Here we go. Tune in at 8:10 for exclusive insight, bold analysis, and maybe just a hint of shenanigans. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan presents The Drive with Zach By and Phillip Lindsay.
All right, final segment here on a Thursday. This more Tone Loc? Oh, that's so good. We opened up the phone lines at the top of hour 2. You should go back and listen to it, man. We were laughing pretty good.
It was a good time.
We don't do it very often, but I'm glad we did today. And one of our callers was Tone Loc.
Yay.
Too funny, man. Too funny. Fun show. Good conversation. I want to finish it here. Talking about CU and CSU. All right, and ask the question, and I want to hear from Dante and Drew on this too. All right, we're all big college football fans here. Who will finish the season with more wins, Colorado or Colorado State? All right, real quick, the slate moving forward. CU, number 25 BYU, number 24 TCU on the road, hosting number 14 Iowa State, going to Salt Lake playing the Utes, hosting a significantly improved Arizona team, traveling to Morgantown and playing West Virginia, hosting the Sun Devils in late November, and finishing off in the Little Apple, Manhattan, Kansas, playing K-State. For CSU, they're hosting Washington State on Saturday. Then they're traveling to San Diego State. They host Fresno. They host Hawaii. They travel to Laramie. They host the Runnin' Rebels in early November of UNLV. They travel to New Mexico. They travel to Boise and finish it off by hosting Air Force. For you, Phil, CU, how many wins can you find on the schedule right now? We always reserve the right to change our opinion with new information, but from where we sit right now.
Yeah, I have us beating BYU. I can see us beating BYU. I can see us beating Arizona. Although Arizona is off to a strong start, something may happen or they may start to come back down to earth and not play as well. I can see us finding a way to beat West Virginia. West Virginia is another one where I don't think they're the greatest team, and who knows what they look like when we face them or once we get to them. And I can see us beating Kansas State, who right now for Kansas State, my golly, like they are not a good football team, and I had them before the season started battling for the Big 12. And so those are the teams that I could see us beating, which I know my math is not always right, but that at least gets us to 6 wins, and we're bowling. So
a win over BYU gets you to 3 wins. Arizona gets you to 4 wins. West Virginia gets you to 5 wins. K-State gets you to 6 wins.
Yeah.
All right. Drew, how many wins can you find on CU's schedule?
On CU's schedule, I only see the possibility for 2 more wins. I think their best chance to get wins are against Arizona and at West Virginia. Although going on the road to West Virginia, that's a tough place to go play. I know West Virginia's not a very good team, but then again, I don't know if we know if CU is a very good team right now. So I think those are the best chances. The Kansas State one you mentioned, it's kind of a toss-up, maybe because Kansas State's probably not going to be playing for anything at that point in the season. So
I don't know if CU will be either.
I don't think they will be either. So that could be just kind of a juju game on the road. We'll see. But I think CU probably wins 2 more games.
That may be like the way that I bet some of these bowl games. Like, who wants to be there more? Dante, what do you got?
I got CU at 4. I think they beat West Virginia, and then I think they either beat BYU or TCU in the next 2 weeks here.
TCU?
Yeah.
Oh, going on the
TCU's
road.
not that good. They won't be ranked after this week.
Oh, God. All right. Well, your agenda there. I'll say I don't think either of these programs, and I don't feel good about saying it, but I don't think CU or CSU has much winning in their future. I'll have CU finding a way to get to 4 wins. 2 more the rest of the way. That's what Drew had. I'll have CSU finding a way to get to 3 more wins, and both teams finish with the same amount of wins at 4. I hope I'm wrong about that. We're going to continue to evaluate these teams and, discover who they actually are over the course of time as we are still in September, and this weekend is another chapter in that story. All right, guys, thanks for being here with us today. We say so long. We'll be back tomorrow on a Bud Light Football Friday, live from Society Sports and Spirits off Blake Street. Bud Light is going to give away a pair of tickets to Broncos-Bengals Monday Night Football, along with 2 Bud Light VIP tailgate passes. You have to be 21 to enter that. Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the Denver Broncos. We say so long. We'll talk to you at 2 o'clock. We step aside. It's Denver Sports Tonight coming up next.
Just a month into the NFL season, have the Broncos already found themselves on the outside looking in?
A lot of football left, but AFC West is gone. There's no chance that they can win the AFC West. Can you still make the playoffs? Can you still have a good season? Yeah, but you got to learn how to hit wide open receivers, and you got to learn how to close out games if you're the defense.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, what's up, guys? Zach here on behalf of the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, talking to you men out there about how you're feeling today. You can reach out and touch the weekend. Are you fired up about that? Or are you just trying to drag yourself to the finish line of this week? Maybe because you're feeling sluggish, you have low energy. Maybe your sleep patterns are off. You don't make it to the gym the same regularity you used to. And when you do make it there, man, you just don't feel productive anymore. And maybe because of all this, you're putting on weight. Hopefully you're not feeling sad or depressed. Guys, believe it or not, these could all be tied back to symptoms of low testosterone. Go to RockyMountainMensClinic.com. Take that low T quiz on their website. Simple 10-question quiz, yes or no answers. It literally takes you 2 minutes or less. But from there, you can schedule a consult with Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. They'll draw your blood. They'll have the results within 30 minutes. A Colorado licensed medical provider will review your results with you, discuss your options, and you'll make a decision together with their medical team. Cost of the appointment is only $99. That includes a medical consult, a T and PSA test, and if you do sign up for testosterone treatment the day of that appointment, your visit is completely free. Guys, I encourage you, we have one life to live. Don't spend yours wondering if you're suffering from low testosterone. Go take the low T quiz at RockyMountainMensClinic.com.
Your roof's the single most important part of your house. Snow and high winds can damage your roof. Don't trust your roof to any fly-by-night roofing companies. Call the professionals at Golden Spike for a free roof inspection and tell them you heard about it on The Fan. They're a locally owned company and a Team Dave Logan member.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Hey guys, boy Stink here today about my long-term buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my guy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if he can't sell your house at your price on your timeline that you agree upon beforehand, bam, going to cut you a check for $5,000. Who else makes the offer? Nobody I've ever heard of. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy right now. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house, all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. You have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. That's 720-944-33, 720-944-33. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. You want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Injured in an accident? Don't settle for empty promises. Postman Law delivers fast, easy, and effective results. Our attorneys have recovered over $3 billion for clients across the country. Founded by nationally recognized attorneys, we bring elite legal power to personal injury cases, fighting to get you